Welcome to another episode of RDR Podcast, where we talk about all the nerdy shit you love or hate. We're your host. I'm Quentin.
I'm Tim.
And I'm Malik.
And today we got a fun episode for you. We're going to be talking about what are 3 animes that each of us would suggest for someone to get into anime. That is, a great topic. A lot of people either want to get into anime or starting to get into anime. So we'll give you some of our suggestions. We're going to do our favorite Kratos kills. Kratos from God of War. Talk about some of our favorite kills. There's plenty on there, I'm sure. We'll talk about the Anime Expo announcements. Bunch of new animes announced, bunch of season 2s. I looked over them, and I've watched majority of those shows. So we'll talk about it. Solo Leveling is now getting a live action. As a person who has been suggesting Solo Leveling to them even before there was an anime. We'll talk about it. How I feel about it, how each of us feel. We have Evo predictions. When's Evo?
August 1st to the 3rd.
Okay, so a couple weeks out from Evo, from us filming today.
All right.
But okay, we'll also give our anime hot takes. Once again, Tim has a hot take on everything, so it'll be him.
I got one. I got one good one.
Yeah, but
anime hot takes,
and then we're gonna do the comparison game again, but this time we're gonna do wrestling. So that'll be fun. See where our heads at with that, and nerd recommendations is back once again. So I think we're gonna do it every episode, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll do it every episode, so it's gonna become a constant thing now. Last episode was the first time, and let's keep it going. All right, let's jump right into this. 3 animes that you would suggest for someone getting into anime. Okay.
First things first, I'm always it all depends on the person.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there's not one answer to any particular question like that.
Right.
One thing I will outright say, though, I will never recommend One Piece.
I agree 1,000%.
So for me, what I did here is I tried to think about 3 different people and what they would potentially like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would never suggest One Piece. I would never suggest Naruto. I would never suggest Bleach.
No.
Those are too long. Those are for more experienced anime watchers.
Absolutely.
So I tried to think of not necessarily short animes. I didn't do like Cowboy Bebop or like 12 episodes, but something that can draw people in quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So no, I would never suggest One Piece. I feel like you need to be, you have to love anime.
Yeah.
To get into like One Piece or JoJo or
Mm-hmm.
Naruto or all these with 200, 300 plus episodes.
Those are big boys to tackle. So,
Right.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I'll kick it off. For me, my first one, and the reason I said this is because I feel that this anime encompasses everything you get out of anime. You get emotions, you fall in love with characters, you get revenge, you get great fights. It has everything in it. I feel like it's one of the best animes of all time. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
I'm not upset with that pick. I don't have it on my list.
Yeah.
But I'm not upset with that.
To me,
at all.
I feel like this, if you're a person that doesn't know exactly what you're into, this will draw you in.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the reasons why I did not include it is because there are certain things that are anime tropes that a lot of people are just not going to understand.
I can understand that, yeah.
But
I feel like you have to jump into them. You know what I mean?
But I just think that's what one of the things I was considering is anime that doesn't have certain a lot of the anime tropes that a non-anime watcher wouldn't understand. The nosebleed thing, I know that doesn't show up in Full Metal Alchemist, but just in general, the nosebleed thing. Most people don't know what the fuck that means.
Right.
So if you're not into anime, you don't know that means, hey, I find you
super attractive.
Attractive. Yeah. It's a sign of being attracted to someone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't know that, you're just gonna be like, the fuck are their noses bleeding the floor?
Yeah.
So the falling down when you're surprised,
yeah,
stuff like that. Like speaking more on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, the art style change that can be jarring to some people. Like I'm reacting to a group of older gentlemen, just like around my age, maybe a little bit older, and their first anime was Attack on Titan, which we'll get into that later. But now they're doing Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and they're commenting on how it's visually jarring. So when it goes from their normal art style to when they're like making fun of someone, it gets a lot weirder.
Yeah, it gets that real cartoony style.
Yeah, and they're like
flat,
it's jarring to them. Where someone who watches anime for years, that's just like, okay,
it's normal now.
It's normal because you understand that they're just trying to depict something with the art style shift.
Right, but the story is so captivating.
Yes.
And the characters become so lovable when you become attached to them that I feel that anybody can watch it and start to love it. And I feel like if you watch that and you're like, holy crap, this is what you've been watching, it will draw someone into anime.
I agree.
And that's why it was one of my choices.
I agree.
So, you want me to go to my second?
Yeah. You can go to your next.
My second is Attack on Titan. And the reason is Attack on Titan has drawn in a lot of people.
Yeah.
Including Jazz. It has drawn in a lot of people. The story, the characters, it is a amazing anime from start to end. And
it's a lot to process.
It is. It is. But so like if I would suggest this to somebody who's like, all right, well, I love Game of Thrones. What should I watch? I'd be like, Attack on Titan.
Okay. So,
like, you know what I mean?
Just to jump in here for a second, the way I did my list, I based it off of interests of another person. And I literally have written here, if into Game of Thrones, Attack on Titan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so if I get people that's like, I want to see, bloody, I want to see, a little bit of horror. I'm like, watch this.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Right.
Here's what you need to watch. So that's why I have there.
And once again, those anime tropes don't really exist.
Right. The third one, neither of you have probably ever even seen. It's a new anime, but it's phenomenal. I think Jazz has already watched it 4 times. I've now watched it. I'm going to watch it a second time. It is an amazing anime. It is The Apothecary Diaries.
I've heard of it. I heard it was really good.
Heard of it.
It is phenomenal. And this is something I would recommend if you're a person that's like, well, I like a little bit of mystery. I like a little bit of life, but I don't really care about all the fighting scenes or the flashy this and that. You just want to follow the story. This is something I would recommend to them. This anime, like I said, Jazz started watching it when it came out, and then she was watching it again, and then she was telling me about it, and I'm like, this don't even sound like something I would be into. And then I checked it out, and I was hooked right away. Absolutely love it. It's an amazing anime. It's something I would recommend to, like I said, people who you're not going to get the fight scenes. It's not a shonen anime. It's story driven, a little bit of mystery, a little bit of romance. It's like that. So, but it's a phenomenal anime, and I see why some people was pissed that Solo Leveling won Anime of the Year over it. Although I love Solo Leveling, so I don't care. But it was it's amazing. So,
do you want to go tell me?
You can go ahead.
I'll go.
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
Well, I already said one because I had. If you're into Game of Thrones, watch Attack on Titan. So yeah, like I said, the way I took at it, I said depends on the interest of the person. So I'm like, if you're into, Marvel's the big thing for the past decade or so. So if you're into that stuff, I'm sorry, My Hero.
Yeah,
you got to go My Hero.
Yeah. I figure My Hero's such a easy choice.
Yeah,
for like the superhero people, like it's such an easy choice.
It's such because it's easy because you can relate one thing to the next.
But it does have the trope of the pervert.
It does have the anime trope of the pervert.
Yeah.
People get confused when Uraraka throws up. They're like, why is she throwing up rainbows? They don't understand that's kind of a censoring tactic. They don't, for some reason, they don't do,
which I prefer,
vomit.
I don't know, but the rainbows, for some reason, maybe it's because I've been watching anime so long, it feels better.
Yeah, so like people do look at that and like, why is she throwing up rainbows? Is that her power? No, it's just a censoring tactic.
Did you know in China they make the blood white?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
That's awful idea.
That's awful. It's an awful idea.
White is not the color to choose for blood.
No. But like, it's easy to translate stuff. If you're into superheroes, All Might instantly remind you of a Superman type character.
Right.
I like All Might more.
I do too.
I feel safe around All Might.
But you know, Aizawa can give you Batman vibes.
Right.
I get that. Yeah.
Cellophane, the tape guy, instantly. Spider-Man. He swings around like fucking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, you can just get, you know, correlations. It might not be 1-to-1, but you can see the relation. Like, oh, I can compare this guy to this guy.
Absolutely.
And so it's easy for someone who's into that stuff already to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I agree 100%.
I like Black Lightning. There's Denki Kaminari. Like, I like The Thing. There's Kirishima. Like,
right.
Like, it's easy to be able to relate. So I'm like, you got to go with
that's
that.
Red Rock, right?
Yeah, Red Riot.
Red Riot.
Yeah.
Crimson Riot.
Red
Riot.
I think it's
Red Riot.
Red Riot.
It's Red Riot.
Red Riot.
Okay.
Kirishima's dope.
Kirishima is dope. So I'm like, that's just an easy one. Now, my last one, if you want something lighthearted, Spy Family. It's cute. It's adorable. It's not too outlandish. Like, the only thing that's outlandish is she can read minds. But,
man, the scene where she tries to throw the dodgeball is one of my favorite scenes in anime
when
history.
Anya does?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because the animation behind it was so amazing and they hyped it so up. Like, I was like, oh, she is about to tear him up. That ball went 1 foot away.
Straight into the ground.
Riot.
Straight into the ground.
I was like, whoever did this, I was like, they put all their animation into that 30 seconds and then it amounted to nothing.
But that's what makes it great, is because a lot of it is shown from the perspective of the child.
Right.
So, of course, the child thinks, of course I'm going to do great. There's no chance that I've never done this before that it will fail. Of course I'm going to do all right. Hey, I'm training for my life, so I'm pretending like I'm climbing the rocks of a mountain where I'm just playing on a jungle gym. Like, that type of stuff is just,
it's great.
It's lighthearted, it's funny, it's appealing.
That was 3 good choices.
Yeah.
I agree. So, what you got, Tom?
One Piece? No, I'm just like, no, first one I got Samurai Champloo on there. It's 26 episodes. If you like hip hop, there you go. Killing's not too bad in it. You know what I mean? If you like samurais, there you go. You know what I mean? I think it's a great anime.
And if not, watch Megalobox.
There was another good one. Yeah, good soundtrack.
Great soundtrack.
Yes.
Again, like I said, it's only 26 episodes, so it's not overwhelming. It isn't, 1,100 episodes or 700 episodes, or I think it's good. I think it's a good starting for a lot of people. The first episode was really good between Jin and Mugen fighting in a restaurant.
Oh, I love that. I love that
great fight. Yeah, so I think that's a good one there.
I could have mentioned them last episode when we were talking about Lazarus.
Yeah.
I was like, the artist doing too.
Right.
Megalobox and Samurai Champloo, both amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, both amazing.
Speaking of Samurai Champloo, have you heard about Ghost of Yote getting a Samurai Champloo?
Yeah.
The Watanabe mode, where they're going to give a soundtrack created by the music behind Samurai Champloo. He's going to do music for Ghost of Yote.
Yep.
Okay. Well, what? Wait. The person that did Samurai Champloo died.
No, the guy who did the music for Samurai Champloo.
Yeah, he died.
Watanabe?
No, New Japes.
I don't know.
No, New Japes did the soundtrack for Samurai, but New Japes died. back in 2010.
I'm just going off. I don't know who did the soundtrack. I'm just going off of what I had heard.
Okay. But I know New Jape did the Samurai Champloo soundtrack because I like a lot of his stuff.
Watanabe.
Yeah, so that's
the Watanabe no unique feature inspired by Shinichiro Watanabe,
Okay.
of Samurai Champloo. Yeah.
legendary director behind Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop.
Okay. The anime for it.
Yeah, so you'll have lo-fi music in the background.
Yeah.
That's I'm playing on that mode all the time.
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost of Yote having that on there.
Yeah, so I think that's a good starting. Next one, obviously, what you had was Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
63, 64 episodes. It's a little more than 26. Like you said, you already covered Brotherhood. It gives you a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't even need to go any further with that one because, like you said, you pretty much covered that. And then the last one is Yu Yu Hakusho. It's 112 episodes, a little further. I think you used the most completed anime, obviously from start to finish. Great supporting cast,
Which is why it's better than Bleach.
anyways. But but yeah, like good ending. You know, it was cheesy, but it was a happy ending. Everyone, it was a good ending.
You get some amazing fights in that.
Get some amazing fights.
Yeah.
One of the greatest arcs is in Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah,
Dark Tournament.
Mm-hmm.
But if you realize the 3 animes I picked, they all have one great thing in common. They're all great dubbed.
That is
That's
true.
a good
That's true.
point.
That's why
That is true.
That's a good point.
All 3 of
That
them
is a
are
good point.
all 3 are dubbed excellent.
Yeah.
So-
I actually prefer. I didn't watch Samurai Champloo, but I prefer
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu
100%.
and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood dubbed.
Yes.
Yeah,
I agree.
I prefer both of them dubbed.
all 3 were done and
That
dubbed
is definitely
excellent.
something you need to consider because most people don't want to read subtitles.
Yeah.
So honestly, in my opinion, that takes Attack on Titan down a notch for me.
Attack on Titan dub is not bad at all.
For the most part, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron's voice actor annoys the fuck out of me.
Well, yeah.
Is it worse than Naruto's?
No.
Okay.
But Aaron's voice actor
Shayna Baszler.
What?
He said Naruto's voice actor, Shayna Baszler.
Wait, she did Naruto's voice?
No, but
Oh, yeah, I was
listen
about
to
to
her
say-
voice.
Oh,
He
my.
sounds exactly like Naruto's.
Believe it. Ugh.
But I'm like and since he's the main character,
I didn't mind Aaron's voice.
his voice annoys me.
Mm.
Most of the other ones I can kind of ignore.
Mm.
It's not great. It's not bad. Trust me, there's been some really bad dubs. I'm not going to sit there and say it's a bad dub.
I'll say this for Apothecary Diaries. We watched the dub. I loved it.
Yeah. Like Yu Yu and Full Metal Alchemist are some of the few that I consider the dubs better than the sub.
Yu Yu for sure.
Yu Yu for sure. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood for me, yes.
Full Metal Alchemist, I don't ever remember watching sub.
I refuse to watch it instead.
I don't think I watched it sub. I've always watched it dub. So
Mob Psycho 100 is better in dub.
yes. Yeah.
For one reason and one reason only. My guy, why is his name slipping my mind? The greatest psychic ever.
Oh, in the suit?
The master, yeah.
Yeah, the gray suit.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Why is his name slipping my mind? Anyway, whatever. Whoever was voice acting him made the anime better in dub. Spy Family, the dub is good. My Hero Academia, the dub is very good. The dub is very, very good. I do feel the sub is a little better just in certain parts, but overall, My Hero's dub is definitely very good.
I mean, honestly,
most dubs these days are good.
But yeah, I was about to say a lot of people just like to complain or they want that elitist attitude of, oh, I only watched it in sub. Yeah, a lot of anime I only watch in sub because I'm watching it on time. But if the dub's available, I'm watching it in dub.
The main reason I do sub is because we grew up in an era where dubs, the voice actors at that point in time didn't give a fuck.
They were awful.
Right. They were awful.
Yeah.
So we were like, dog, the option is an awful dub or a good sub. I'm watching the good sub.
Yeah.
But now that voice acting has taken it's such a strong profession now,
Right.
that these people are this is what I do. Like, so they put their pride into it. So obviously it's a lot better now because there are actually people. This is my role. I'm not trying to get into regular acting and just using this as a stepping stone.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want to do and only what I want to do. So of course I'm striving to be the best at it. So the dubs nowadays are definitely good.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, but I figured those are good starter ones. Like I said, I started off with a 26 episode, then a 64, then a 112. So
yeah,
I just, like I said, they're all great. They're like you said, because now everybody wants to watch stuff and sub. And as I'm getting older, I hate to say it, I'm kind of starting to like to listen to dub a little more than sub as I'm getting older.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always been pro sub, but but as I'm getting older, I'm just like, sometimes I want to be on my phone while I'm watching something. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I can understand English. I can't understand, Japanese.
Right.
I could if I would have stayed on Duolingo years back, but still, I just, sometimes I just be like, but.
Dude, I made it like 150 days in Duolingo in Japanese, and they kept having me write, and I was like, yeah, I'm done here. I'm done. I got tired of writing it.
Right now, I'm at like 130.
Yeah.
You understand it?
A
little bit.
Mm-hmm. But, for anyone that doesn't understand, I know I said shonen earlier, so there are plenty of different types of anime. Shonen is probably the most popular.
Yeah.
It's kind of geared towards
teenage
boys. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of action, a lot of fighting, heroes, journey. Basically, there's also like shoujo, which is like more geared towards teenage girls. There's slice of life, which is similar to life. There's mech, which is like robots. There's sports. I always say this word wrong, and I think it's isekai or
Isekai.
Which is someone dies and they show up in a new world,
being transported to. Don't necessarily have to die, just transported to a new world.
There's harems for the perverts. Of course, there's like romance. There's plenty of different animes to watch, so there really is something for everyone.
Absolutely.
That's one thing I will say. People always think anime, and they instantly their minds go to shonens, which is the most popular. Don't get me wrong,
Right?
And they instantly think, "Well, that's not for me." If you have any interest in anything, 9 times out of 10, there's an anime for it.
Yes. You want to watch a person who dies and becomes a vending machine? There's an anime for that.
Yeah.
Which sounds so absurd.
Hey, I watched the first couple episodes and I looked at Jazz and I was like, why are we watching this?
That just sounds so absurd.
There's, LGBTQ, there's yaoi, I don't know how to say
I don't know what that is.
It's the anime for like them.
Okay.
So like there's literally animes for everything. I've never seen any of them.
I've seen that term.
Yeah.
Right.
But I didn't know what it meant or anything like that.
Okay.
So yeah, there's literally anime for everything. You know what I mean? So, but if you want to get into something, check out what we suggest.
And let us know in the comments, what would you recommend for three animes for beginners? Because everyone has different opinions, of course. So you know what I mean?
And don't say nothing 500 episodes long. Come on, man. This is a starter.
No newbie wants to sit there for 500 episodes.
Yeah.
Don't say One Piece and then be like, well, you got to wait 500 episodes till it gets good. Like,
no, stop saying that.
They need to, first of all, you need to stop with that.
I agree 1000%.
Misnomer. That's wrong about One Piece, though.
It's completely wrong. Yes, One Piece gets better after Water 7.
Yes.
But it's still great from the beginning.
Yes. Like,
y'all gotta stop that crap.
I thoroughly enjoyed the first 10 episodes of One Piece.
I told you I was locked in when he put the hat on Nami.
That was episode 34.
That was in the 30s, late 30s, yeah.
That locked me in.
I enjoyed Alvida.
Yeah.
That was episode 1 and 2.
Dude, we get Zoro being like not chained up, but like tied up and like almost getting shot.
Episode 3.
Yeah, it was episode 3.
Dude,
yeah.
Like those were solid episodes.
Yeah. And I was a One Piece hater for years, but as you can see,
But a good book can change your life.
Huh?
You ever see that meme? It was like a good book can change your life. And it was like if everyone's walking into One Piece.
Yep.
But
So,
yeah.
absolutely. But
Mhm.
yeah, we all had to start somewhere.
Yeah.
My first was
Absolutely.
Speed Racer. I didn't know at the time, like, what really
Mhm.
dragged me in was Dragon Ball Z, but I was
Right.
watching Speed Racer long before that.
My actual first was Sailor Moon.
Nice.
But
That's one of my first.
But
two.
like you, I didn't know it was an anime. I just thought it was a cartoon that came on the mornings before I went to school.
Right.
The first anime that I knew was an anime was Dragon Ball Z.
Same. Yeah.
Mine was Fist of the North Star, the movie.
Nice.
What the hell was that? Like, I was like, bro, what is this? Like, poking them 7 times, and I was like, what is this? I'm like, this is crazy. There's so much. Back then, they loved showing blood back then. In them 80s animes, man. They were very generous showing blood. And I was like, what is this? But I was drawn to, when you're a young boy and you see that, you're just like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? But like you said, the anime that you probably remember the most, that you really knew was the anime, was obviously Dragon Ball Z for most of us. But it wasn't the first thing that I watched, you know what I mean? And
it wasn't the first thing I watched. It was, but I didn't know Speed Racer was an anime. I didn't know Sailor Moon was an anime. I was just watching what was on TV.
Yeah, Speed Racer came on Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I was poor, so I didn't have Cartoon Network until I got a little bit older. So
I mean, we all had those phases where, like, you had cable for a minute and you didn't have cable for a while, and then you got it back for a second and then you didn't have it for a while.
Yeah, I didn't have Cartoon Network until I was probably around 12, 13. So elementary school days, waking up in the morning before school, Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Mine was Flintstone Kids.
Goof Troop.
Flintstone Kids.
Yeah.
I could only watch that when I stayed home sick. That was on like midday for me.
Goof Troop and Hercules was in the mornings before I used to go to school.
You see, we were already in middle school by the time like Hercules.
Yeah,
we were already
same
in
with
middle
Goof
school.
Troop.
I was elementary.
Yeah,
because Goof Troop was after the Goofy movie. So
no, I think that was
before.
I think
it was before.
That was early now. That was around DuckTales times. Yeah,
I
but I remember Hercules, the cartoon, being like 97, 98.
Yeah, because that was after the Hercules movie.
Yeah, we were already in Linton, so I was like,
well, you figured 97. I was in what, 4th grade?
Yeah. 92 was Goof Troop.
Yeah, I remember. Because I was still living in Garfield when that came.
I just remember going to walking to my cousin's. I remember walking to my cousin's house and watching it on their TV before we walked to school.
Great intro. We already talked about that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got for the anime thing. But like I said, let us know what 3 y'all would suggest.
Absolutely. All right. Favorite Kratos kills. I mean, we just go through a list of them and talk about them because I mean,
we'll let Malik go first. I know he hasn't really played a lot of the God of War stuff, which he needs to go back and play those.
Mm-hmm.
I do, but honestly, I've only played 1.5. I've played 2018 God of War and part of Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm. What kills did you like, or you just want us to just talk about it?
Y'all can just go ahead and talk about it because I honestly don't remember many of the kills.
All right.
I'm gonna jump right into it. So I have 5. Tim has 10.
Yeah.
So we'll just talk about it, and I'll go through my 5, and then you finish up what I missed.
Oh yeah, that's works.
Okay. So to me, I enjoyed this. Hermes.
On God of War 3?
Yeah. He cut his leg off.
That was great.
He was just trying to run, and he was like, his legs were still moving in the air, and he was just like, loved that kill.
Well, Hermes was a piece of crap. So
absolutely.
So it was. I didn't put that on my list, but I have
a bigger piece of crap on here. He's my number 1 kill, but we'll talk about
I'm pretty sure I know who it is, but
I'm
it's
sure
not,
you do.
Yeah, but it's not. That one's on mine, I'm sure, but it's not my number 1. But yeah. So no, that was a good kill though.
Helios.
That's on mine too.
Where he just ripped his head off. I loved it. And then he just started using it as a head as the flashlight.
That was a really that was God of War 3.
I don't have these in.
I know all the
I don't have these in order, but my number 1, because I hated this character more than anyone. Heimdall.
I knew.
I hated Heimdall so much.
Killing Idris Elba.
I could not wait to kill him.
Yeah.
You're killing Idris Elba.
And the crazy thing is, Heimdall's lucky that was the calmer Kratos. That wasn't even the Kratos from the Greek mythology.
Oh, dude. Early Kratos it'd have been nasty.
Yeah, Heimdall was annoying in Ragnarok. I hated him more than anyone in that game. I like that kill. It was in my top 3. It could have been better, to be honest, but
it was just he was so annoying. I couldn't wait to kill him. Like
I agree with you. I hated Heimdall in that game.
Then I got Zeus. I just love it because you beat him and then the screen, like the blood was like popping on the screen.
Yeah.
And then the screen goes dark because it's just full of blood. Like, I absolutely love that. And then my last one I got is Hercules.
That's on there too.
Just
God of War
beat
3.
the crap out of his face until with those gauntlets called?
Fuck.
I forgot the name of them.
Yeah, because you get them from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think what they were called.
You take it and you just beat his face in. Those were
great kills.
Yeah.
At 10, I got Boulder on the 2018 one.
Okay.
He just snapped his neck. It was quick.
Yeah.
It was right to it. Like
that's why I knew that, but I'm like, it was just kind of just there.
It wasn't vicious though, but it was just like, you know what, the cycle just stops here. He just snaps his neck, you know. And I thought Boulder was a great character.
He was a great character.
I felt bad for him too. You know what I mean? He was hurting.
The Valkyrie Queen was a really good kill.
Wait, no?
In 18.
In 18, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a solid kill.
Wings off.
Again, Zeus, you know, like you say, he just beat the hell out of him.
The screen just splattering blood was so great. I was like,
so this one you probably won't remember because no one remembers God of War 2 that much, but Clotho, that real big fat thing that was like in the ground.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. That was a really good kill. I thought that was an underappreciated kill.
Yeah.
Helios, we talked about Helios, that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Hydra from God of War 1, the sea monster, when he grabbed
the big Hydra,
and pulled it onto the boat.
That's like early in the game.
I remember that
because I played that part. I'm like, that was early in the game.
Great kill.
That was
it doesn't get talked about a lot. Theseus, God of War 2. This is the one that was guarding the door, and he wouldn't let Kratos get in. And then once Kratos got in, he took the door and he kept banging his head.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep. And then obviously Heimdall, because you know he's a piece of crap.
Yep.
And then Hercules. From God of War 3. And this one was my favorite one. Poseidon from God of War 3.
Okay, so I remember Poseidon being like the big water thing and him diving through and like grabbing him.
Yeah.
And then I remember the earth flooding, but I don't remember the kill itself.
Oh, so obviously, you know, we threw him into the wall. He went over, he started, you know, he kept like kicking him and punching him. And then you beat the hell out of him. Then, of course, he throws him towards the cliff, and then Poseidon tries to get off the cliff.
Yeah, I remember that.
Catches him, then Kratos takes his thumbs and like gouges his eyes out.
Okay, yeah.
And then throws him into the water.
I remember that.
Like that was the best. That was the beginning of God of War 3. Like he came up. He was climbing Mount Olympus with the Titans and all that stuff, and then
yeah, I remember him jumping through and like because he was like that big water monster and he was trying to fight him, and Kratos just dove through the water and just grabbed him.
Like when he like punched him and like he hit the ground really hard and then picked him back up and just beating the hell out of him. And
early Kratos was nasty.
Yeah, he was angry.
Yeah,
he was mad, and I got why he was mad. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the God of War. Like that's all. Like I said, when we did the top 10 video games, that's why I wanted God of War 3, and just because of how he was. But you know, we ended up picking 18. But just the opening of 3 was just fantastic with him just going up there killing Poseidon like that, and you know, and just you know. But then when you see him in this other God of War, he's such a calmer person now. Like he's still in there, but it's like, look, man. Like when Baldur showed up to the house, and he was like, "You don't want this fight."
Yeah,
like go away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I like the thing Malik always said about Kratos, like, there's no way he can ever have homeowner insurance. They would drop him.
Then he finally gets rid of Boulder, and then Thor shows
up.
Come on,
I said that?
Yeah, you said there's no way he would have homeowner insurance because his house gets destroyed every, you know, these guys, because like you said, well, Boulder showed up.
I don't remember saying
that. You said that a while, but this was when Ragnarok came out, because you was like, the way they opened Ragnarok, he's like, yo, this is great. And I was like, every home he gets destroyed. He's like, yeah, there's no way homeowners insurance would ever like keep him. Because Baldur comes up, destroys the house, fixes the house up, here comes Thor.
Yep.
And I'm just like, yeah. But those are my Kratos kills though. So you know,
great games if you haven't played them.
Even the Icarus kill was good when he ripped the wings off his back.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's all I got on the Kratos kill. So
Okay.
Yeah, you good? So you didn't have any?
Mm.
Oh shit! I forgot one. Magni. I forgot. I had that on there too.
Which one was
From-
Magni?
It's one of Thor's sons.
Thor's son, the one when he got him in the he hit him in the face with the axe.
Oh, the axe. The axe.
Yeah,
just
I knew
straight
I was
down,
missing
and he
one.
just was like, yeah,
that was
Yeah, that was a good one.
Magni. Yeah, that was the one that was on the list.
Yeah.
But all right.
Anime Expo announcements. Let's talk about it. What do you got? You want?
Yeah, I got the list here. You were talking about Apothecary Diaries. See, a sequel was announced for that.
Yep.
So that's good.
Yep. Let's see.
The final season of the 1,000-Year Blood War for Belief.
Finally.
Season 2 of Black Clover.
Can't wait.
I'm still way behind on that.
They took a break a couple years ago because wasn't
Yeah,
it like
it's-
really
it's-
close
Yeah,
to
they
the
said
manga?
a movie was supposed to be coming, so
Okay.
yeah, we'll see. Yes.
Frierin's coming back.
Frieren Beyond Journeys in season 2. Can't wait.
I believe this is Mikkel's favorite anime right now.
Frieren was amazing. So I'll say this for anybody who hasn't seen Frieren Beyond Journeys in, you have to suffer through the first 4 episodes. I'm not going to sit here like everyone else and be like, it's the perfect anime. It was phenomenal. It was amazing. The first 4 episodes are so boring. I dropped the show until somebody was like, you have to make it to the 5th episode. The 5th episode is then where I locked in. There's literally, and I was arguing with somebody, they were like, oh, it was the perfect anime. I was like, there was a whole episode where they were searching for a flower. Shut up. But it's a phenomenal anime. I would recommend it.
Yeah, you actually brought it up a few months ago. You said that on the show here.
Yeah.
I remember you saying like the first 4 episodes, you like I can't do this, and then you said you got to that 5th episode, and you were just like locked in.
Yeah. Cyberpunk Edge Runner season 2. Now, how is that going to work? They killed off so many of the characters.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I'm sorry.
Nah,
That's fine.
That's a great show. It made me start playing. I mean, Cyberpunk I loved anyway, but it made me start playing it again.
I still got to keep playing it, but I still didn't even finish Ghost of Tsushima yet. Let's see what else is on here. The Shoku Tensei, I heard that's good. I never
Jobless
watched it.
Reincarnation is one. It is such a dope isekai, whatever, and it's so good. But a lot of people hate it because they think Rudis is a pervert, which he is. But it's a good show. But people be like, "Oh man, it's creepy that he has an adult mind, but he's like talking to little girls." And I'm like, well, he's 8 in the real world. So I don't, it's kind of weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect him to do? He's not really 8 now. He's like 10 or 12 or something like that. But ReZero, love it.
ReZero, I never watched it.
I have to catch up on it. It's so good. I know I'm behind at least a season. Yami no Sugai. Okay,
I'm saying this is a new
anime.
New anime. Yeah.
His name is Damon.
Demons. That's another way they spell demons.
Oh, really?
Demons of the Shadow Realm.
Okay.
That's just a different way they spell demons.
I think Damon because Damon Targaryen.
Okay, we got.
I haven't watched the trailer though, but just from that picture right there, it looks interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. I see what it's about.
The art style definitely looks interesting. Fist of the North Star remake.
There you go, Tim.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the
40 years. Yeah.
Record of Ragnarok.
Yes,
I never watched that either.
Season 3. So a lot of people complained about the first season being like clip art, but I enjoyed it. The fights are kind of dope, or pretty dope. It could be better, sure, but
right.
I like Record of Ragnarok. The Adam fight is great. Buddha's a dope character. Can't see what he continues to do, but
is this a good dubbed anime or you prefer?
I was watching it subbed because I was watching it as it came out.
Oh, okay.
But it's on Netflix. So
yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix, so you can definitely watch it.
Yeah,
dub, check it out. But it's pretty good. So I like it. So the fights are dope. The way they drew Aphrodite is absolutely insane, and it's unforgivable.
It's unforgivable.
They made her breasts so big they have people holding them up like this.
Okay.
I'm not even joking.
I think I
I'm
saw.
not even
I think I
joking.
saw a picture of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said. It's unforgivable.
It's always that one person.
Yeah.
So
Beastars final season part 2. Okay, I'm way behind on Beastars.
I never watched
It got-
Beastars.
It got weird.
Yeah, I heard people say it was
got-
a little weird.
It got
so-
real weird, so I never continued. I'm way back on that though.
okay.
and that's all that's on this list.
I do want to watch that one that's coming in 2026. It has my attention. I don't know why.
The one with
Demons?
Demon.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah,
Demons of the
man.
Shadow Realm.
Yep. And then obviously Fist of the North Star because I have to watch that again. So
Mhm.
Yeah, I might try to give Apothecary Diaries a try. I guess I'll go back to Bleach.
but you need to finish Wano first before you get back to Bleach. Just finish Wano first
Okay.
because I want that to be a topic discussion. So because I want to see your inputs. I want to know your thoughts about Wano and stuff.
Okay.
Down in the future.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, because you got a while to get to the thousand blood, whatever it is.
1,000-year
Yeah,
blood war.
yeah,
Yeah.
because you
Yeah,
got
you do.
you got to watch the first Bleach and then make sure you do the filler skips too.
You didn't even see Scatter. That's crazy.
Yeah, he didn't see any. He didn't see a Bunkai, which is
Yeah.
crazy. And he was that close to it, but that's all right. We'll get there. But yeah, just
What was you like 5 episodes in?
Just didn't hold my attention. Like,
I think he was close to it too. I think he.
the last thing I think I remember is Ichigo started training with the dude with the bucket hat.
Or hard, not
Kisuke.
or Kisuke, yeah.
Kisuke, yeah.
Oh yeah, so he was getting there.
Mr. Hat and Clogs.
Mm-hmm. He was getting there though, but this
That's-
list looks pretty solid though. So.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I said, I've seen
Mhm.
most of them. I've seen all of them.
All right.
So
And Farron's the one you said that had the first 4 episodes. You wanted to like gouge your eyes out, and then you get.
it's so slow
okay.
because it's the backstory. She's an elf and she's, lives for hundreds of years.
Oh yeah.
So like, she goes on a journey with these humans, but then they like, she goes away and she's searching for like she's really obsessed with magic. So like she comes back and the main hero is like old and about to die.
Okay.
And so like he ends up dying because he's old and she's just like reliving some of their journeys.
Right.
And it's like real slow at the beginning because it's like the buildup of her reliving the journey or whatever,
Okay.
or trying to like honor his memory or whatever.
Gotcha.
And then when they start getting into like her actually like using her magical powers and her training the other girl, and the one dude shows up and he's like known as this weak swordsman, and then you see he's not so weak.
Right.
Then the story starts to take off there.
Okay.
So yeah, but it's a great anime. I mean, it's like 21 or 22 episodes, something like that.
Okay.
So I mean, 4 episodes being kind of slow is, in the grand scheme of things, is nothing. But
You got anything else on it?
nope.
Okay.
ReZero is great if you guys ever want to watch a really messed up show.
There's so many anime out there that I could watch, but I just don't have the time.
Well,
Yeah.
ReZero is kind of like a video game character.
Okay.
He's not, but he kind of is, and it's like every time he dies, he restarts back at a certain point. And
I was reading a book where there was a character that was like that.
yeah, and he's trying to like make it to the next, basically like save it point
Yeah.
or whatever. So
Okay.
Yeah, there was a book I was reading. It was
but he
called
dies in some horrible ways.
It was called The Perfect Run, and he can create save points
Mm-hmm.
at any point. So basically, he can.
Yeah, Subaru can't create them. He doesn't know like how it happens. He
Yeah.
just has to keep like going on throughout his day, and then if he dies, he'll start way back or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, this one he can choose the save point.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever he dies, he just comes right back to that save point.
Plus, there's killer bunnies, which is insane.
Huh.
Okay.
Little Donnie Darko going on there.
They're
But all right.
they're super creepy.
All right.
Speaking of, did you see the video Jazz text you and it was like, "This is your worst nightmare"?
Yeah, I angry liked it, and I rolled my eyes, and I kept it moving.
That was hilarious.
The geese.
As soon as she showed me, I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
Such an evil person she is
That's
for
funny.
that. That hurt. I thought we were better than that, Jazz.
But all right, we got Soul Leveling live action.
How do you feel about that, Quinn? Since you told us, like you said, you told us about Solo Leveling before when it was still just a manhwa.
All right, so Jazz actually just showed me the guy who's playing Jinwoo.
Yeah, I
like
have him pulled up
2 days ago. I think. First of all, his mom jeans on in the picture. That upset me.
I mean,
he does.
I mean, he passes the visual test.
But
I don't know how he is as an actor or anything like that.
But visually, I feel like he looks like early Jinwoo more than late. But we got to see how they do it. I see it there, I guess.
I don't know.
He just seems like real thin.
That's the thing. But I mean, you've seen people all the time.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm not, I'm holding out judgment. I'm not going to be one of those people. I hate this right away.
Like, I mean, I could see it.
I just don't think a lot of things need live actions.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And I think that's the problem. Like, not every anime needs to be a live action. And I don't think, I don't know. I got to see how they do the shadows. I have to see.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is how is stuff going to look, the CG stuff? Because obviously they're not going to have Marvel movie budget.
Right.
So is the stuff going to look bad?
Right. So, I mean, I'm holding out judgment. What do you think?
Like I said, when I first heard about it, I just was like, the first thought that came to my mind was like, I wonder how Q feels about this.
Right.
Generally, I feel the same way as you. Like, I don't know if they could pull it off well in a live action. Because I don't know how much money they're going to drop into it. Because they're going to have to drop money into it. Because the shadows are not going to look good.
I mean, for the most part, live actions have been awful.
Yeah.
Absolutely awful. The Death Note one was terrible.
Didn't watch the
Tekken was terrible.
Oh my God, Tekken was terrible.
Tekken was terrible.
The Last Airbender is one of the worst things ever put in a movie theater.
That's a solid film. No, I'm just
One Piece I didn't mind.
The One Piece is good.
The One Piece I didn't mind at all.
The One Piece is good, I think, but you have Oda being a part of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't even like the Netflix Last Airbender.
I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes of it. I didn't think it was terrible. I didn't think it was great.
The problem is when you take something, you could take Marvel and tweak the characters a little bit and it still be that character.
Yeah.
Because there's so many iterations of those characters that you can be like, well, I could pull from here, I could pull from here, and I could pull from there, and I could pull from there. And it all still be that character. When you're doing something that only has one source, you can't change anything about that character and it still be that character.
Yeah.
You can't take I almost said I keep almost saying Sasuke, not Sasuke.
Sokka.
You can't take Sokka's misogyny away and he still be Sokka. He needed that to
grow.
And he was only misogynistic for like the first 2-3 episodes.
It was a little more than that, but
no, they met Suki like right away.
Yeah, they met Suki in what, like episode 5?
I don't even think it was that late. I think it was like 3 or 4.
And like, yeah.
So, because that was they went there right after they left the South Pole, and the South Pole was only like the first 2 episodes.
First 2 episodes of the South Pole. See, episode 3 is when they went to the Air Temple, when they found what's his name's body, his old master.
Yeah, okay,
so I'd say episode 4.
Yeah. So again, he had to grow from that. So you change that, or you take Aang's playfulness away. He's no longer Aang then.
Yeah.
Because he had to realize, like, yeah, I'm a kid, but I have to be the Avatar.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't enjoy that show. So, and that's why a lot of live actions don't work. They try to, like, and people be like, oh, you want them to go 1 for 1? That's the only way you can go.
Yes and no. You don't have to go 1 for 1, but you have to keep the main beats intact, or the main motivations, or the main. So, for example, if they were to do the Solo Leveling live action, do they have to do the punishment where, you remember when he first got the power and he got transported, where he was chased by like the sand dragon thing?
Yes.
Do they have to do it exactly like that? No.
Well, no, but I mean, you have to punish him.
You
like,
gotta
to know
show
why he.
You gotta show something.
Yeah,
but it doesn't have to be.
But you know he fights those later.
Like, I'm just saying, you can take some liberties in some situations.
Yeah, but the main story you can't.
But you can't take, like, you can't take away him trying to do this because his mother's ill. Like, you can't. If you take that away, there's no point in this thing.
Yeah. Or
you can't take away, like, don't take away the fact that he was weak as fuck before this hit. Like, don't try to make him average with the whole group, but then he gets more powerful.
Yeah.
No, he was weak as fuck. Don't take that. Like, there's certain things you can have some liberties with. Oh, who he fights in the dungeon for the first time when he goes into the fire dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
Who he fights for the first time instead of the Cerebus. Does it really matter what it is? Not particularly.
No, but what I'm saying is you can't change the character.
That's what I mean.
Or the main story.
That's what
I'm
mean.
saying 1 for 1. I don't mean like every single aspect has to be the exact same and you got to follow the exact same. Because even like with Avatar, like, did they really need to do like the prison boat scene? Like, was that really necessary towards the story at the end? Not really. You can remove that and it'd be okay. Did they need to meet Kyoshi, or did they need to meet go to Kyoshi Island? Yes. Because that's where you meet Suki and all them. Like, you need that in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, even when the movie cut that out, it was like, hold on. So now they never met Suki? Like, that changes the entire story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I get you. There are parts that you can remove and, alter a little bit. But when you're changing, like, the actual character or the core of the character or the main characters, you ruin the story.
Yeah. If you're taking away characters of influence or main story beats of the character, then you're then yes, you're going to lose things.
Yeah.
But you just got to know where to take the creative liberties.
And that's the problem. It doesn't seem like they ever know where.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm saying everything doesn't need a live action. But
I agree.
Yeah.
But when something makes money, people want to make money.
Then will I watch it? Absolutely.
Now, I know this isn't an anime, but how did you feel about the Uncharted live action movie?
I didn't watch it.
You know what? I thought it was okay.
Same.
I like it. Like, not to the point. I'm not saying it's a great movie, but it's definitely something like I've watched a few times.
Right.
It's like something I'll just throw on at the station and be like, I can just watch this.
Okay.
Like, I thought it was
all right.
I thought it was decent. Yeah, stunt wise, I thought they were definitely getting the Uncharted stunts down.
Oh yeah.
Him the stuff hanging from the plane, him trying to climb up it.
Oh yeah.
Slowly driving the car off. Like, I was like, was like, that's Uncharted for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I thought it was
okay. I'm just curious.
I thought it was pretty well done.
Well.
Nothing to
right.
Shit on too much.
Yeah.
But that's all I got on Solo Level.
Yeah, same. I mean, like you say, I'm with you with the live action. Everything needs to be it, but like Malik said, if there's money involved and it can make money, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it anyway, no matter how bad it is.
That's true. But,
like that terrible Street Fighter movie that's in.
That movie's gonna be a shit show.
I can't wait till it comes out so we can talk about it. But yeah.
Evo predictions.
I mean, real quick, this this is real quick.
Yeah.
Last episode we talked about Lashar.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'm picking Lashar to win it. Fuck it. He's going to continue his run of terror. Just dominating everyone. I'm just going to pick Lashar to go again.
I'm going to go Big Bird. Because I think I picked him for Combo Breaker.
You picked Big Bird?
No, wait. Yeah, for Combo Breaker?
Yeah, but he didn't. He ended up not going.
He didn't end up going. That is right.
I'm going Angry Bird then. Just because I don't know anyone else.
So Angry Bird, actually, Angry Bird did win Evo 2 years ago. He did. So
it's not a bad choice.
Not a bad choice at all. So I'm gonna go Big Bird. This time. I think he's gonna get over the hump this time.
I feel bad for him.
Him and Dual Kevin,
they're always like second, third. Like they're always right. Last year at Evo, he lost in the finals.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride.
Yes.
Yeah, like just right there. Just can't get over the hump. Like at Combo Breaker,
it was
Dual Kevin sent Lashar into the losers bracket because it's a double elimination tournament. Sent Lashar in the losers bracket. Lashar came back and won it. So he's capable of beating the guy that won it, but he just didn't do it because I think Dual Kevin got sent down to losers by Itabashi, or was it Blas? I can't remember. But he got sent down to losers and they had to face again to go to the grand finals. And then Lashar won. Yeah. So he beat him before, but then couldn't do it the second time they had to go against each other.
No, it was Itabashi sent them down there.
How many people go to Evo?
Itabashi.
Evo?
For the Street Fighter tournament,
they haven't released the official numbers.
But last year it was over 5,000. So I think
not enter. I'm like, how many people like show up to the whole?
Probably around 15,000 people.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
because I think there was over 10,000 individual entrants in Evo last year.
No, I know Street Fighter had a little over 5,000. That was one of the big topics last year. Was Street Fighter had about a little over 5,000. Tekken 8 had about 48, and then it got
2024. There were 16,000 bracket entries,
and then
between 8
and Mortal Kombat 1's entrance participants were terrible. It was like. It was under 600. It was bad.
But now that's 16,000 bracket entries. I don't think that's individual people.
Yeah, I'm about to say
both Tim and I both entered in 2 games.
Yeah,
when we went to Evo last year. So I'm assuming we're each counted as 2 in each of those games. But like right here, there was
so Street Fighter's the big game.
Yeah, Street Fighter's always been the big game.
Yeah, and then
but like. You had over 5,000 people in register for Street Fighter, over 4,000 for Tekken.
And then there's like Mortal Kombat 1. We're like, this is terrible. The only thing that it did better was King of Fighters 15.
But King of Fighters 15 is what? How many years old at that point? It was like 4 or 5 years old at that point.
And Third Strike. Look at Third Strike. Yeah, Third Strike's been around since 1999. So the fact that that did 1,100. And by the way, that Third Strike top 8 was unbelievable.
Yeah,
that was unbelievable to see that live.
But yeah, it's like I said, if anyone's ever even remotely interested in fighting games, you got to go to a major. Doesn't have to be Evo, but Evo's where you're going to see the most people.
Yeah,
and have the biggest interaction because that's the biggest fighting game tournament in the world.
Let's see why the food sucks. It's presented by Chipotle.
Well, they don't really do much food at Evo. They have a concession stand type thing.
Well, Chipotle sucks.
But but you're in Vegas. You got restaurants all over. I
tell you what,
place.
Right?
Yeah, for $1 million.
We're
every time you eat.
No, we went to the little breakfast spot
right
that was
next
literally
door,
right across the street
and it
from
was
the convention center. It
fire.
was so fucking good.
It was
every
fire.
time we ate in Vegas, I was like, man, there's another $100 gone.
Yeah, that's because our wives chose expensive ass fucking places to go eat.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that breakfast spot we went to was good as shit, but it was expensive as hell.
Expensive as hell.
We went to a breakfast place out there too, and it was like all the mimosas you can drink for like, was it $30 or something like that? I was like, that's a lot.
No, I'd be gone off mimosas.
Yeah. It was like unlimited mimosas from like this amount of time, but I was like, this is a lot. It's a lot of money. But yeah.
Like if you're ever into fighting games, go to a major.
Yeah.
Evo, Combo Breaker, CEO.
And Frosty Faustings, you know.
Frosty, maybe. I haven't been there, so I can't speak on the environment of Frosty. But Chicago in January is probably not a ton of fun.
Yeah.
No. That's what, like, right on the lake? No.
And we don't like cold. No, we're not. Yeah, we don't like cold weather. Well, we live somewhere where cold weather.
Prefer it over super hot.
Oh,
freaking flies is out.
I'll take that. Give me that. Give me that.
No, I'll take heat over.
Yeah.
Nope.
Really, really cold? No.
Really, really hot? No.
I'll take really, really hot over really, really cold.
I'll take that dry heat any day.
Nope, not me.
I
can put enough clothes.
95.
I can put enough clothes on to get warm. Can't take enough off to get cool.
I'll take 95 to 100 easy over -10.
Nope.
But
like now, if it's -10 and snowing, then yeah, I'll take the hot. No snow, just cold. I'll take the cold.
Oh, can you actually pull up the games real quick that's going to be at Evo this
year? At Evo this year?
Yeah, because I know. I mean, a lot of the samples will still be there, but I think Marvel 2 is going to be the retro game this year.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
You said Marvel 2?
Yeah, that's going to be the
Capcom.
Yeah, because last year was Third Strike, and I think now this one's going to be Marvel 2. Because last year the collection didn't come out yet, but it was there. We was able to play.
Yeah, you was able to test it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find the.
Would it not be under events? No.
Yeah, Evo 2025 lineup. But Rivals. Come on. Let's open this up.
Okay.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter 6. Mortal Kombat 1 is going to be there. Yay.
I mean,
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Marvel's got,
City of the Wolves.
Yeah.
What is Grand Blue Fantasy?
It's a fighting game. I don't like. It's somewhat popular, but it's made by like a company I've never even heard of.
Yeah, it looks like
it's like an anime fighter, like anime style art.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
From what I've heard, it's good, but
Killer Instinct's in it.
Killer Instinct's always hovering around.
Yeah, it is,
because it was at Combo Breaker, as it should. I mean, Combo Breaker is named after fucking Killer Instinct.
Yeah,
Combo Breaker.
Yeah,
but it was there. I wouldn't mind a new Killer Instinct.
Virtual Fighter 5. Didn't they make I
think it's
Killer Instinct like a few years ago?
No, maybe
the last Killer Instinct came out in like
2013, 2012.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
They've been updating the one.
I would say maybe it was just updated or something.
Yeah, they've been updating it. But the last one that was released, I'm pretty sure
2013.
Yeah, 2013. So
I just remember Killer Instinct coming out, and I was like, "Oh man, I got to download." I mean, that was 2013, I guess.
Yeah. Like they're still doing like updates and stuff to it. But yeah, it's not like I wouldn't mind a new Killer Instinct.
Yeah, I agree. And hopefully they put it on all consoles and not just Xbox.
Well, with how Xbox is going now, I wouldn't be surprised if it would be on everything, because there's porting everything to every
system now.
Every system these days.
Okay.
Except for Switch.
The Switch got Street Fighter.
No, I'm saying the Switch isn't porting their stuff to every system.
No, I was saying Xbox is porting their stuff to every system.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
so like as far as like I said, I'm gonna go with Big Bird for Street Fighter. Tekken, I don't really care. But is Arslan banned from Evo?
No,
No.
Arslan Nash isn't banned.
Okay, if he's going, that's what I'm gonna run with. I know he didn't win last year, but I know he got top 8, of course. I like Arslan. We met him at Evo last year anyway.
Yeah.
Cool.
They didn't give numbers of registration yet.
Okay.
But highest registration number one game is of course Street Fighter.
Of course.
It's always Tekken is up there. But look, Fatal Fury
Number
is
3.
the number 3 game as far as Evo entrance. So it's popular amongst the competitive people. It's just not appealing to the casual fans.
Right. Guilty Gear is obviously still hanging around.
Guilty Gear is still up there. Grand Blue is pretty old. I think that came out in like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like that came out in 2023. So
but they made other ones before that.
Yeah,
too,
there's older versions
but
of it.
It is a strong
It's
community.
about Arc System.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about our
but
system.
it's a very strong community they have it there.
Oh yeah, the Grand Blue fans are dedicated.
Yes, they are.
Like they are Grand Blue.
Like you'll always catch a top 8 with them because they usually do their top 8s on like afternoons.
Yeah,
they're usually like one of the first ones of the day. So, Marvel 2, I don't know who's entering it. Like it's a heavy pro player wise, I don't know. I would like to see Justin and Yipes enter it.
I don't think they're
probably just going to commentate. But if Duck Vader's going, I'm going to go with Duck.
I have no.
I know you don't know who that
I'm
is.
not familiar with any of the Marvel versus Capcom competitors.
Yeah, if Duck or Clockwork, I'm okay with either one of them winning if they're winning. I mean, I follow Duck on Twitch. He streams every day, so I already told him he's on the Mount Rushmore of NBC too. So, but yeah.
I don't think he can tell who's entered yet. Yeah, but they haven't stated
Released yet.
Oh yeah, that is going to be. It's going to be the largest MVC2 tournament ever.
It says it's back on the main stage after a 15-year hiatus.
Yeah,
I went away for a while. Yeah, because Marvel 3 came out about 15 years ago, so that was like everyone with the Marvel 3. So, but I can't wait to watch it though.
And you're gonna see all the infinites.
Oh yeah, all the broken stuff. But that's what I love about it. You know, MSP. You know, Magneto, Storm, and Psylocke.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, yeah. See, last year over 10,000 unique players, and then there's people that just go and watch.
Yeah.
So you can definitely add like a couple, like five, anywhere between 2,000 to 5,000 on top.
Right.
Of that. But yeah, like I said, those events are fun. If you ever want to go,
just the experience,
just experience it
and
once and have a good old time
being in the community and everything. It's just it's really a fun time, man.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's really all I got on that. Though.
Yep.
So I'm gonna run with Big Bird for Street Fighter. You gonna go with Lashar?
Yep.
And
Lashar's gonna stay just. Continue his path of destruction.
Now, you think Blad's gonna make top 8 again? Like this might be his first Evo, but you think he's gonna make top 8 though, since he got runner up at Capcom Cup and he made top 8 at Combo Breaker.
Yeah, I think he's making top 8 again.
Top 8.
I wouldn't be surprised if his friend Cryme makes top 8 as well.
Well, there's gonna be some Ryu players in top 8.
Quentin. We talked about Blas, the 15-year-old that came in second at Capcom Cup, right? He has a friend from the same country who's 14 that is pretty much right there with him.
Wow.
Yeah. And since
traveling from Chile,
like they gave Ryu a loaded weapon for these buffs they gave him. So for season 3, so yeah, I expect a Ryu player to
be in the top.
Yeah, that's all I got for the Evo stuff. So
yeah.
What's next?
Anime hot takes.
I have one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether y'all will agree with me or not. Y'all probably won't. But in a general, obviously it's not every case situation, but in general, sports anime has better character development than any other anime genre, Because in no other anime do you get development on characters that you see only once.
I might not have an argument for that.
Think about it. Let's go to Hajime no Ippo. Jason Ozma. He showed up he was Ippo's first tough fight.
Right.
Never heard from again. But you still got background on him. He's from the military. He had no family. This small little gym embraced him. That's his family.
Okay.
Mashiba. Like you go to other anime, Haikyuu. All of them other teams, Date, Shiratorizawa, the Nekoma, all of those other teams, you got stories on a lot of those people, and you're like, I don't even know, they're not even tertiary characters. And we're getting built up on them.
I don't really have an argument for that.
Yeah,
because it's like you're taking the whole genre, right?
Yeah.
Like, I definitely can't argue shonen, because then you look at shows like Naruto to where secondary characters don't even matter. So you can't really. I'm trying to like think of like some slice of life I watched that, but no, I don't really have nothing to dispute that, really. No.
Yeah, same. I can't.
I mean, that's
anything.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to dispute that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna argue,
because every genre I can think of that I watched, I can think of, like, I could probably name specific instances to argue, like specific animes, but when you're talking about as a whole, yeah, I really don't have anything to. Yeah, no, I don't.
It's a good take. I can't counter anything with that.
Yeah, no, I don't have anything.
Yeah, same. I can't push back on you on that one. Yeah, another one, or was that the
No,
other
that's
one?
the only one I have. I only gave one.
Mine's is Ichiro Oda is a great storyteller. I will never take nothing away from storytelling, but since the time skip, every arc has been the exact same.
So, all right. So I was sitting here and I was like trying to think of an anime hot take because I didn't write one down. And in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, I'll talk about Super real quick. Tell him beat me to it. Never mind. Now I gotta think of something else. But I don't think that's much of a hot take.
Really?
I feel like that's kind of a fact.
Yeah, it's every
Like,
arc, Lily, since
it's
the
like,
time skip has been the same.
wait for Goku. People get beat up. Vegeta talks crap.
Oh, he said
Oh,
Oda.
you said Oda. My
Oda,
bad. Oda.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Ichiro Oda.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
You talking about One Piece?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. Like, oh.
But that is very
So-
similar with Dragon Ball Z too, though. It's the same thing. You
Yeah.
know, Krillin and Gohan gets there first. They're in trouble. Piccolo saves them. Piccolo gets beat up. Holds off just enough time for Goku to show up.
So what do you
Seven.
think about? I don't know. My mind is somewhere else. I'm tired. But what do you think? Every arc's the same in what way?
They get to the arc. They split up. Someone gets in trouble. Luffy saves the day. It's kind of similar. If I don't remember Punk Hazard that much because I hated that arc, but Dressrosa, they get to Dressrosa, they split up. Everyone gets scattered. Luffy saves the day.
Usopp saved the day.
Yeah, Usopp was the MVP of Dressrosa. I forgot, but Luffy did the fight. Then what was after Zoe? Was Zoe after that?
Yeah.
They scattered again. Same thing. Then you get the one Whole Cake. Same thing. We're scattered. Luffy.
They weren't really scattered in Whole Cake.
Yeah,
I think they have to scatter because from a storytelling perspective, if they're all together, then you got to keep track of all of these characters all at the same time. So it just makes logistics really hard.
And they're a big crew, so they're going to have to
So
split
up. If I'm fighting against this group of people, so say the numbers are even, it's 5v5. Now you got to keep track of where each person is at any given time. So that's 10 people you got to try to keep track of.
Yeah.
And you can't have them interact in a certain way because, oh, why didn't they just do this? Because a lot of stuff can happen is if someone's there, the trouble that someone would have with a character is nullified.
Mm-hmm.
Just for example, hey, I'm having trouble with this guy. Luffy would have trouble with this person. Well, Robin can just use her power and grab him. So in order for that to not be an issue that someone's gonna be like, well, if she's there, why don't she take care of him?
Or like when
that's why they gotta split them up.
What was her name? Kefla? What was her name? The one that was with Lucian though. I'm forgetting her name.
What the bet?
The one with the glasses and the high stockings, blonde hair.
Khalifa.
Yeah. Like, remember Sanji had to deal with her, and it's like Sanji can't hit a girl?
Yeah.
Like, if
Robin or Nami's there.
Yeah, then it's like, well, there's no pushing the story.
I get what you're saying. It just seems like it's always the same thing. Like, because even in Whole Cake, technically they were separated at Whole Cake. Because
but Luffy doesn't always save the day.
He fights the strongest pirate per crew,
he's the captain
but he's not. But he's not.
The captain.
He's the main character.
Yeah,
of course, the main character is going to fight the.
Yeah, but it's just like it's kind of like all the same. Like it's just like even though like each crew member has an MVP moment at an arc. Like we all know. I don't know who you thought the MVP was of Whole Cake, but it wasn't Luffy. It was Brook. I thought Brook was the MVP of Whole Cake. He broke the pitcher. Broke Big Mom down.
Yeah.
And he fought her. He lost, but he fought her, and he got the Poneglyph. So I thought Brook was MVP of Whole Cake.
But I get it. The if you're saying the basis are the same, but each story is completely different.
Yeah, the storytelling is still great.
But like Malik said, it's not really about the fights.
No, it never was.
So,
it never was. It's always about them. But it just feels like all the arcs are just kind of like the same a little bit. Even like Elbaf is kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know what my mind is.
But
another energy drink.
But yeah, I don't know. Like with a crew that big, I don't know how you have to split them up. You have to.
Yeah. I mean, even like think about like games. Like I'm a Mass Effect player. Like my crew is freaking 10 people big, but I only take 2 with me.
Okay.
Just because there's just so much. Like you said, like if I'm as an artist, if I'm trying to draw the scene and I have this person get hit. And I have this person do this, I'm like, holy crap, I can't have these people cross over.
Yeah, that's
so. Whereas if I just separate them, I'm like, I can keep them all where they need to be. And plus, it makes sense for a crew that size.
Yeah.
If the Straw Hats are all sticking together all the time, they're pretty much unstoppable.
Yeah,
but if you separate them, then
even at Egghead, like it was the same thing. It was like one was over here, one was over here, one was over there, and it was just like. But I get it.
I just think you have to.
Plus, they're on giant islands. You're not going to find everything if you all stick together.
Well, that's true, too.
I mean, even the Scooby-Doo gang separated all the time.
Well, we know why, because Fred wanted to do his stuff, but, you know.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take.
But yeah, like they have to split them up. Just one from a storytelling perspective, because there's little conflict if they're all together, because most of them cover each other's weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Luffy's an idiot. If Nami's around, she can keep the idiot in check. So you got to separate them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. I mean, the 2 strongest members are the dumbest. You know, which is like you said, it's Luffy, and Zoro's not dumb. He's dumb when it comes to direction.
I'll say Zoro just be lost.
He's just lost, but
like Usopp can't fucking fight. So if he's with Zoro, you're not really worried about Usopp.
Yeah.
Because Zoro's there. But if Usopp's with fucking why is his name slipping my mind?
What's the position of the crew?
The doctor.
Chopper.
Okay. If he's with Chopper, now that's an issue, because Chopper can't really fight unless he takes one of his little rumble pills.
Hey, Usopp and Chopper fought at Alabasta together.
They did, but there's a conflict there, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's worry there. If you swap Chopper with Zoro, Now it's Usopp and Zoro. There's no worry there.
Okay.
Well, for Zoro, he's trying to protect Usopp at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Even so, Zoro would be like, "Hey, go over there and snipe. I'll take care of the close-up action."
That's exactly what would happen.
I mean-
You're correct.
So they have to do this in order to be able to create
Okay, I got you.
conflict situations. You got to split them up, and it's always going to be split up in a way where they're going to go against someone that they're weak against.
Mhm.
Yeah,
in
sure.
some way, shape, or form. You have to.
All right, that's fair. What you got?
All right, so this is probably gonna be a hot take. I think we kind of covered it before. I don't remember, but if the big three, which is not debatable, I wish people would stop debating on what the big three is. It's Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece. That's
Right.
it. If the big three aired today the same way they did back then, they would not be successful because of pacing.
One Piece I think will be okay, honestly. The other two, no, because of the fillers.
Right. But if One Piece, with the way it is paced right now, if it was just starting, I don't think it would be as successful. It's my hot take.
I don't know with One Piece. Naruto, yes.
Yeah.
Bleach,
Yes, because of the
yes.
the fillers. It kills it.
But think about One Piece.
But One Piece, the only part that got really fucking slow to me was the Katakuri fight.
So I don't know if
Mhm.
you've seen they're releasing a new One Piece.
Yeah.
Where they've cut down majority of the pacing issues.
Yeah.
Right.
It's down from 15 or 1152 episodes or something like that
Mm-hmm.
to 300 episodes.
Yeah. Can they speed up the pacing? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But
that's what
it's not Dragon Ball Z slow, it's not Naruto slow, it's not Bleach slow.
But what I'm saying
Like,
is
their pacing was abysmal.
yeah. But what I'm saying is, if you tried to put that on now, with the way animes are, and everybody wants to get straight to the point, think about how they had to rush Solo Leveling. Like, if you do that now, people would completely tune it out. People want instant gratification now.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm saying I agree when you say Naruto and Bleach. I don't think I agree with One Piece.
Yeah, same.
I mean, think about it. You got people complaining now. I don't want to watch 1,100 episodes. Like, think
Yeah.
about it. One Piece has been on since 1999.
See, people aren't refusing to watch One Piece because of pacing. They're refusing to watch it because there's 1,000 fucking episodes.
which is because of pacing, though.
But
what I'm
even
saying-
what I'm saying is, even if it was well paced
Mhm.
and it was paced like current anime is, but was still 1,000 episodes, they still wouldn't want to watch it,
Right.
because it's 1,000 episodes. It has nothing to do with the pacing.
But when
it's
do
the
you
episode count.
right? So,
Regardless of the quality, people don't want to watch it because it's 1,000 fucking episodes.
right. But when do you get to Luffy's first big fight? It's what, Arlong?
No, Don Krieg.
Was that considered a big fight?
That was the first. That was his
wasn't
first
really
serious
a
fight.
Big fight.
I don't know what you consider a big fight, because
I think Arlong would be the first.
Which that was in the 40s.
really, really big fight.
That's
was
what I'm
probably
saying.
Arlong, maybe Don Krieg. It might,
Which
they
was-
might,
which
because
was in
Don
the-
Krieg was like
So, but
10 or so.
just think about how
episodes.
quickly people are to tune out animes now. If you try to get 40 episodes before you get to like a real big fight, people are going to be like, I don't want to watch this.
I would agree if there were no fights in the interim, but there were.
Yeah, but they weren't like they were like this. They were good fights, and when you watch it as a whole, you really really appreciate them.
Right.
But
like,
I'm just saying, people today, if this was a brand new anime and we knew nothing about it, people would tune it completely out. I'm not saying everyone.
I
I'm
disagree,
just saying it wouldn't
because-
be as big.
Solo Leveling, what do you consider a big fight? What do you consider a big fight in Solo Leveling?
Egress.
Egress. Okay, that
It was right at the end of season 1.
that was what, 20 something episodes?
12.
I thought the first season was 20 something episodes.
I don't think it was.
Okay.
I could be wrong. I don't remember.
I'm
to
just
be honest
assuming.
with you.
That was a good take though. Like I said, I'm with him. Like I agree definitely with the Bleach and Naruto, but the One Piece I think it might make it. But again, it is hard too because again, like nobody wants to sit around until 25 to 40 episodes for to watch the first series.
Here's what I'm saying. Every season there's like 20 new animes coming out.
Right.
If you're not jumping out at the moment, most people are tuning in to something else.
That's true, but also I think this is why One Piece is actually doing well now because a lot of these animes that people are watching when the seasons are over, they have nothing really to watch if there's nothing else. So
That's very
like,
true.
There's One Piece, so there is that. But that's why I think it might be able to work because of that situation. But yeah.
I should have just been a rise. But yeah.
But yeah, it was
12 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, so 12 episodes for the first big fight. But
well, it really kind of started in episode like 10, didn't it?
I think so. 10 or 11.
But
there were fights in the meantime in One Piece that were it could hold you over. They weren't big fights. You got Kuro, you got the Morgan, like you got Dawn Krieg. Those maybe weren't major fights. But they were still significant enough.
But if you were to put them against today's anime, like Solo Leveling, for instance, and you're like, dude, he almost died at the very beginning of this show. And really, you can say the first 2 or 3 episodes where he was in the second dungeon.
Yeah.
Is when shit got real. And you're like, well, nothing like, it's not that, it's not that, again, One Piece is my favorite anime, but the build-up was definitely worth it. But I'm saying in today's anime culture, nobody wants to wait for the build-up. Everybody wants instant gratification from episode 1.
True.
A lot of people are turning, even going to like the band group and just read the comments. Oh man, I made it through 1 episode and I didn't like it. It's like, bro, what show did you like 1 episode in? You know what I mean?
Probably Attack on Titan.
I would say
Attack on Titan.
Yeah, but that's like the instant gratification everybody wants. They don't want to wait 4 or 5 episodes. Again, that's why I turned off Free Rent.
But so I'm not going to say that's an instant gratification thing. Sometimes it's just you don't feel the vibe of the show. You could be wrong, but if I turn on an anime and I'm into action and this is coming across as not action, not feeling the vibe, I'm not going to continue watching it. Even if it is a overall good anime,
right?
It's not what I'm looking for. So why should I go in further when I've already felt out that this is not the vibe I want?
Right.
And I get that.
But that's not an instant gratification thing. It's just, that's just not the vibe I want.
I mean, that is instant gratification.
It's not. If I turn on this show and I think it's going to be, like, for example, if I turn on, I've seen a joke about it. If I turn on Promised Neverland, because I see a bunch of children and I think, oh, it's going to be happy.
You're not getting happy from Promised Neverland.
Exactly. But you look at the picture, you see a bunch of kids. Oh, Neverland, maybe it has something to do with Peter Pan. You turn on the first episode, now you're like, this is nothing like what I expected it to be. I'm turning it off.
Right.
That doesn't mean Promised Neverland is bad. It doesn't mean they're looking for instant gratification. It means the genre that they thought this was going to be, this ain't it.
Right.
So why do they need to watch more? That's not what they wanted. That's not an instant gratification thing. It's not what I want.
So look at this. Have you seen people talk about Tokyo Revengers online?
I don't listen to anyone talk about anything online.
Okay, so not watch people in comments and stuff. Yeah.
That's what
I'm about to say. Every single person complain. well, let me know when Takemichi starts to fight back. Let me know when he learns how to fight. Like, and it's like, bro, that's not what the show's about. And it's like, people literally are like, well, I stopped watching it because this is a show about fighting and Takemichi doesn't fight. And it's like, well, it's not a show about fighting. You just missed the entire point of the show. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
but that's
the
my whole
attention
point.
span
It's
of people
not-
is so short.
Oh yeah.
That's not instant gratification to me. They don't know the point of the show.
Right. But they want the instant gratification of seeing, they don't want to let the characters develop.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to let the characters develop anymore. They just want to see the end product.
But my whole thing is, if that's not the point of the character, period, where he may never get to that point, that's not his purpose.
Yeah.
It's not instant gratification. You're just misreading the fucking show.
Yeah, but
That's
they still want the gratification of seeing him fight.
Yeah, but that's
Like-
not instant. I don't think, like, instant gratification is how you always bring up about Deku. They're like, why can't he harness the power off Rip? He's not supposed to, but you want the instant gratification that he does get it off Rip.
Yes, and that's how Takemichi
That's instant,
is. He has
that's
to
instant
grow.
gratification. But if I turn on, I'm trying to think of a good example off the top of my head. If I turn on Kuroko no Basket, and I'm like, I'm waiting for Kuroko to start dunking on people. That's not going to fucking happen. That's not instant gratification. You're just missing the point of the fucking show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like there's
But
a
let's say-
difference
but if
between
they started
instant
off-
gratification and just missing the whole point. The whole point of Kuroko no Basket is teamwork.
right.
It's not about him becoming some dominant player.
Right, but let's say that show it started off and they lose their first couple games. A lot of people is going to be like, I don't want to watch this till they start winning. That's what I'm saying. Those are the kind of people that will watch these animes and they just instantly like, I want nothing to do with it until I hear they're doing this, or that. So like Boruto, for instance. I have no interest in watching Boruto. I never did, and I probably won't.
I watched,
But-
I think, around 70,
But
80 episodes.
There's like 200 episodes in. Someone was like, "Oh yeah, now it's going to get crazy. Now y'all should start watching." Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I was waiting for it. Now I'll start it." And I'm like, if you wanted to watch it, why didn't you just start from the beginning, like every single other person,
Yeah, right.
so that you're not completely missing everything? Or the people that's like, "Oh man, can I just skip all episodes of One Piece and just start at Water 7?" No, no, you cannot.
But
That's what I'm saying. People want instant gratification. And
I
that's-
agree. Obviously, I agree. There's people that's going to want instant gratification, but is that the majority, or is that just a loud minority?
It's always a loud minority that's just talking. I'm not
But that's
saying
what-
I'm not saying everyone. I'm just saying
But you're saying
if you
that these
compare
anime,
it to if you're comparing it to the shows like the anime now that get straight to the point, but it's not good. It wouldn't hold up as well.
but what I'm saying is, you're saying it's not going to do as well if it got released now because people want instant gratification. But is that the majority, or is that just the loud minority?
Well, if you look at the shows that are like winning anime of the year and all of that, then it seems like it's the majority.
But anime of the year is just what came out this year. The trend right now is to get to the point. That doesn't mean that I could see if, say, One Piece did drop now and Solo Leveling dropped at the same time, and they're like, fuck One Piece because One Piece is too slow. We want Solo Leveling. All of the anime is like Solo Leveling right now.
that's what I'm saying. That's
But
so.
but
they
you're saying
wouldn't
they're
let One
winning-
Piece build up to become what it is because people would. So like, okay, so Solo Leveling was on what 2 seasons ago. Then last season we had To Be a Hero X, and we had there's another one I'm missing. I gotta look at my thing. And then now this season, you got a bunch of new anime that are fire. The one anime dude, first episode, he killed 4 of the heroes that showed up, and you like, holy crap! It's called
But my whole point is that doesn't mean that everybody wants the instant gratification. That's just what they're catering to.
So yeah, but I'm like I said, if you look at like all the anime that are trending, it's none of them are starting slow.
But are there any anime right now that are slow starters?
Yes.
Yeah, Lazarus.
Lazarus is just slow
Yeah,
altogether.
yeah.
But like, for example, you brought it up before. Frieren is a slow starter. But you said it's incredible.
Yeah, and majority of people dropped it in the first couple episodes. You know how many comments in the little group there was that was
how
just like,
how is it the majority of people dropped it when it did great numbers?
Yeah, afterwards. If you look at its first viewing numbers, they weren't that great.
But my whole
But
point
it
is,
blew up more after it aired.
but I don't think it's I just don't think it's an instant gratification thing.
Oh, so like, yeah, so
It's-
you'd went from solo leveling to be a hero. Now Dan is back on. What else is back on that's fire? This show called Clavitas or Clavit.
But I don't.
Yeah, Clavitas. It's fire.
I still feel that it's not the majority, but the loud minority that's driving that narrative, especially for shows like One Piece. Now, if we're talking shows like Naruto, like Dragon Ball Z, I agree with you because the pacing of those are abysmal. But to counter your point, because there's a show that an anime that came out that really got to the fucking point and it fucked it up because they didn't build anything.
God of High School?
God of High School.
Yep.
Yeah.
They got to the point way faster than they fucking should have.
No, they missed the point.
That's what I mean.
They didn't get to the point. They missed the point.
Like, but that's my point.
They changed the tournament. They messed up everything on
That's
that
what I'm
show.
saying. But why were they doing it? To get to the shit that they felt people would want.
No, but they skipped so much. That was the problem with that show. They
But I'm saying they skipped it. Why? To get to the instant gratification. To get to what was the main character's name?
Jin Mori.
Jin Mori, to get him to change and get to those points. They wanted to hurry along to that. And they skipped a bunch of other shit.
But no. But the problem with that is not that they skipped. They didn't skip anything important. They changed the stuff. They changed the way the tournament worked, which made no sense. They changed like who was fighting in the tournament and everything, which made no sense. They didn't need to do that. You would have still got the gratification up front because there was still crazy fights. But when you change the rules and the one dude, I can't remember, Jim Mori's friend, he wasn't supposed to fight in the one fight. It was supposed to be 2-on-1 or 2-on-3. You know what I mean? But then they're like, oh, well, he's back. And it's like, no, that wasn't supposed to be there. So now there's no drama. You took away the drama of it just being them two. Like, you know what I mean?
But the reason I felt they did that was to rush things along.
That could have been.
So that's what I mean.
Honestly, I don't know what they were doing with that.
But that's what I mean. They were doing that, I feel, to rush things along to get to we are focused on these high points. We want to hit these high points. And then they did that, and people were like, what is this shit?
Mm-hmm.
So
I thought the show was decent until I read the manga, and I was like, whoa.
See, I thought the show was decent, but I was lost in certain things, like with what's her name trying to marry dude. I'm like, where did this come from? Why
they didn't
explain that this is going over the course of months or whatever. Like, I'm thinking this was a day.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what? And it didn't make sense.
But even like the One Piece fights, for instance, right? How long do their fights take? How many episodes?
Most of them are between 6 to 10 episodes.
No, the big fights. So like when he was fighting like
the only one that's really, really long that I know of was Katakuri. And that's what I'm talking about. That one,
that Doffy fight
terrible.
was long too.
Mm.
He was fighting Doffy for like 50 episodes.
Oh, it was 50. But
it felt like it. It was probably at least like 30, right? Oh my god.
No.
You don't think so?
No. I want to say
17 episodes. Oh, season 17, my bad.
13 episodes.
That don't sound right at all.
From episode 718 to episode 730. He got fourth gear in 726.
I know the category fight was like 21 episodes.
That seems so much longer than that. It seemed like they dragged that arc out. But all right, so the
that's what I mean. Like most of the fights weren't very drawn out. Like except for the really, really big ones, Doflamingo, Katakuri, those were long.
Yeah.
All the other ones were a couple of 5 to 10 episodes long, and I think that's fine.
But now what people want to see is straight episode. Now look up To Be a Hero X Queen Fight. And look how long that is. You don't have to do episode count. It's one episode, but
you said Queen Fight?
Yeah. Like, look how long the fight. You could take off episode count because it's only one episode. But look how long the fight is. Like 21 minutes straight of just hands.
Okay,
and I'm like, this is what people want. Like Beirut versus Jinwoo was like just straight hands.
Yeah,
like people want that. They want to see it all up front. They don't want to keep waiting week to week.
I don't think I agree with that statement.
Okay.
I don't agree with that one. I think if the pacing of the fight is good, people are willing to go multiple episodes.
You ain't reading these comments in these anime groups then.
But once again, this is a loud minority. Most people are like me and won't even fucking bother posting anything.
There's a lot of people in these groups.
That's the loud minority. You got to think, we're talking about millions and millions of people.
Well, yeah, we ain't talking about the actual Japanese people.
But a few hundred people complaining is not the majority. It's just a loud number. Like 100 people is a lot. But in the grand scheme of things, 100 people compared to a million,
if you see how many animes start every year and don't ever come back.
But
that's what I'm saying. People
that doesn't necessarily mean it's an instant gratification thing. It's also the market's flooded.
Exactly my point. So if One Piece is so like the way it started in a flooded market, because the market wasn't flooded like this back in 99.
No, it wasn't.
When it started. So what I'm saying is people would instantly tune out because they'd be like, I got 20 other shows to watch. This show is taking too long to get to the point.
See, I disagree. For One Piece. I disagree for One Piece. I'm with you on the other ones.
I'm telling you, this is how people watch anime now. They'd be like, look, I can show this is just this season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Kavit. Why am I going back to my hold on, watch this. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus One Piece, 9. And Vigilantes just went off. That's 9 anime just in my watch list. Just in mine that I have to watch every week. Yeah, I'm not going to if something's slow. Let's see. What was slow here?
But you're missing my point. One Piece isn't slow. That's my point.
Compared to this anime now, it is
slower than these anime, but
that's what
not
I'm saying.
Slow.
Compared to these animes now, it is slow.
It is not slow.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying. One Piece, I don't agree with.
Yes, it is slow.
Dragon Ball Z is slow as shit. I agree.
You get the Raditz fight almost right away.
As shit. Yeah, but look how slow it takes for think about how the fight goes. They do like 2 moves in an episode. That's slow as shit.
I'm talking about the whole count up of the episode. Think about it. Okay, how many episodes was that? What was the other fight we mentioned? Not
Katakuri or Doflamingo?
Katakuri. You said it was what?
21 episodes.
21 episodes. That's almost half the year.
But notice
that's half the year of waiting every single week.
Notice that's the one when you first brought it up, I was like, that fight was long.
Yeah. But
that's
even
13
episodes, that's 4 months. 3 months. 3 months in a day or a month, a week.
But by that point, you're enamored with One Piece.
You gotta get there.
It's not, but my whole point is, it's not like the Katakuri fight was the first fight ever. And you're like, yo, this is slow as shit. By the time you get to the long fights, you're invested in the show.
That's what I'm saying. And you have to get there.
But what I'm saying
most people wouldn't give it a chance today.
I'm saying One Piece, you would get invested within, by the time he's done fighting fucking Morgan, you're invested.
Not everyone.
I honestly feel you're invested by Morgan.
Who's Morgan?
Captain Morgan. The Navy base where Zoro was being kept.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Episode 3. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think.
Was it?
I wasn't even invested.
Was it a top tier fight? No. Or even if you don't want to count Morgan, Buggy.
That's when I started not liking it.
Yeah, I'm about to say, nah, dude. No.
I like Buggy now, but
all right. So let me put it this way. The Morgan fight comes on TV, right? Right, and then you change the episode, and then you watch Jinwoo versus Igris. You're gonna be like, why the hell am I gonna go back and watch that other show? That was terrible. And this is what the build up was to versus this show. And that's what I'm saying when I'm talking about the anime community and wanting instant gratification. But there's a reason that Solo Leveling beat out Frieren for Anime of the Year. They want that gratification.
I'm not saying they don't, but I'm saying is the driving factor is.
So let's put it this way. Crunchyroll had over 100 million votes on their Anime of the Year. Over 100 million. Solo Leveling won.
Solo Leveling is good.
Solo Leveling Season 1 was good. I agree. Was it better than Frieren as a whole? Absolutely not. And that's coming from a Solo Leveling fan. Why didn't Frieren win? Because it took too long to get to the point.
Is that the case? Or
why didn't Apothecary Diaries win? Because people want instant gratification.
Is Frieren and Apothecary Diaries, I haven't watched either of them, or they shonen anime like Solo Leveling? That the largest consuming of anime is shonen.
That is true.
Regardless. What? So they don't stand a chance just because they're not in the same genre.
Shonens don't win every year.
But generally speaking, shonen's going to be at the top. Almost
generally,
every year.
But they
generally
shonen
speaking,
don't win every year.
It has to be a bad year of shonen for something else to win.
But if you Attack on Titan is not a shonen.
Attack on Titan's not a shonen, but Attack on Titan's also not like Frieren.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a shonen don't have to win every year.
I'm not saying
so,
but I'm saying
what I don't know. I don't even know what the. There we go. Here I am. I'm already on the past winners. Jujutsu Kaisen. Okay, here you go. Spy Family. It's not a shonen.
What year was that?
They won in, I don't know. It doesn't say what year. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was The Must Protect. My bad.
No, I'm...
look, okay. Cyberpunk Edge Runners won in 2023.
Yeah, I'm looking at the...
Oh, there you go.
2024 was Solo Leveling, shonen.
Look, Apothecary Diaries came in second.
But once again, what won? Shonen. Jujutsu Kaisen, shonen. Cyberpunk Edge Runners, I don't know.
It's not a shonen.
That's not a shonen. Is that really even an anime, so to speak?
Not really. But yeah.
Attack on Titan, that's not a shonen.
Yeah.
But once again, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1, shonen.
But that makes sense, though.
Demon Slayer, shonen. Devilman Crybaby, no.
That's not.
Made in Abyss.
First of all, how did Devilman Crybaby win anything? That was terrible.
People loved it. I
That
didn't
show
like it.
was terrible.
I
Made in
didn't like
Abyss
it.
is not a shonen.
Yeah,
Yuri on Ice is not a shonen.
But
Like-
what I'm saying is, but the majority of winners are shonen. You got to be above and beyond the shonen to stand out.
And again,
But it's
Apothecary
not
Diaries and Free Rent they're amazing shows. They were well received,
but are they above and beyond the shonen? No.
they should be.
I'm talking as far as popularity goes. Popularity goes to the shonen.
First of all, popularity. I don't know, how did Yuri on Ice win?
What were the other
That
ones
was a
that
big. That
year?
was a big hit when that came out. I don't know why, but it was.
Mob Psycho, My Hero, ReZero. Like,
I never watched ReZero.
My Hero's
I don't
been
even.
big
I don't
since it
even
came
know
on.
what these ones are. I never heard of these.
Erase is good.
I never heard of those ones. But Yuri on Ice, I heard a lot of people talk about it. I never watched it,
as compared to My Hero.
but I don't think this hit in America.
Made
I
in
think this
Abyss was horrible. Not as it was. It's very sad.
like I think
horrible
this
as
was
a show.
big overseas. I don't.
Could be.
But that's what I mean. Like you're talking about a loud minority. I honestly think this is just we're just going to go in circles. We're going to agree to disagree. But like I said, I agree with
Well,
you
look
on
at them.
most of
Look
them.
at them. Look, Apothecary Diaries, Delicious in Dungeon, and Free Rent. None of them are shonens.
But none of them won.
Yeah, they didn't.
None of them won.
Solo Leveling.
Like there's just certain genres that even in any form to win an award, if you're part of a certain genre, you're not going to fucking win unless you are fucking incredible. In video games, a sports game's not going to win Game of the Year.
Vinland Saga Season 2, even in the top 5, people are going to be pissed at me.
But what I
about
mean, like in video games, a sports game's not going to win Game of the Year.
Well, no, it shouldn't.
But why not?
Because they're the same thing every year.
But what if I came out with a game that's revolutionary?
Well, you know
It's
what?
not-
That soccer game is going to be up there this year. It might not win, but it's going to be up
But
there.
my whole point is when you're not part of what's popular as far as awards go, it doesn't matter if you didn't win an award because you're not gonna be in the running to begin with.
Yeah, but
The cards stacked against you from the jump. Like Apothecary Diaries and Free Rent getting this high is notable just getting there. Winning would have been ridiculous.
But if you look at their awards and they won other things, just not Anime of the Year. So people are clearly still voting for them.
Yeah. But once again, so obviously they are good,
Yeah, but people want
but
gratification.
But Free Rent's not instant gratification.
Best background art, Free Rent. Best drama, Free Rent.
Yeah, but once again, so that
Best
tells
supporting
you.
character, Free Rent.
So
but they
that's
want
telling
the
you-
fighting of Solo Leveling. They want the gratification.
They want what's popular. They want what most people are going to vote on Anime of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get the majority of the votes on Anime of the Year. Most people are not going to go to subcategories. Correct? Or
But
am I,
even
am
still,
I, am
if
I
you
right or am
talk
I
about-
wrong?
But even if you talk about the most popular last year, Dandadan came in third. That would have easily been the number 2. That actually might have been more popular than Solo Leveling when it was on.
I'm still saying instant gratification is not the driving factor. I think it's a loud minority. Anime is, especially in this country, is driven by shonen.
Yeah, in this country, sure.
And I can only speak on this country because I'm not in any other one.
Right.
So if you're a shonen, you instantly start with a leg up. I'm not going to.
But you have to understand.
If I'm the standard anime watcher.
Solo Leveling started with a leg up because of its Mawa.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, it did.
Because you want to know why?
Why? Hold it. Why did you know about Solo Leveling before it came out?
Because of you.
Because of what? Because of the manhwa.
No,
Because of the manhwa.
You.
It had all that hype coming in because of the manhwa.
It had hype coming in because of the manhwa, but that's not where most of the hype came from. Most of the hype comes from word of mouth.
From the manhwa.
No.
Yes.
All it takes is one person to read the manhwa to start word of mouth.
Before the show was ever even before it even ran an episode, everybody who watches anime was waiting on it.
I wasn't until
I said,
you
who
brought it
watches
up to
anime?
me. I do watch anime.
Barely.
What are you talking about?
When's the last time you watched a new anime?
A new anime? I have no idea.
Exactly my point. Now ask me when the last time I watched a new anime.
Yesterday.
Exactly.
You get to watch TV at work.
It wasn't actually yesterday. It was the day before. But whatever.
You get to watch TV at work. You don't count.
No, I play video games at work.
You could, but you still can.
I don't get to watch new anime at work because I can't watch without jazz. No, I can't.
You can.
I will get told off.
And also, you have 3 days off a week or whatever, or 4 days off a week.
Dude,
Hold on, wait. No, you only work 2 days a week. You're off 5 days a week. Right?
Yeah.
So you got time. I'm at work 5 days a week, except every other week.
We work the same amount of hours, though.
Not necessarily.
I might work more hours than you.
You might be at work longer than me.
What do you mean?
But what are you doing? You're playing College 26.
No, I'm picking up 1,000-pound dude.
That's only a couple hours out of your day.
Well, it's a tough few hours.
Don't get me wrong. It is a tough few hours. It's a couple hours out of your day.
What I'm saying is, everyone was anticipating Solo Leveling because of people like me who read the manhwa. It was everybody already knew about it before it even dropped. So
because it's a shonen. Because it's a shonen. Yeah. Because it's a shonen.
But it can be a shonen and still suck.
But people got to make it suck. But being a shonen, yes, it doesn't guarantee it's going to be good, but it guarantees it's going to get some eyes on it just because it's a shonen.
Right. But okay, so
the shoujos and the seinen type anime.
You could talk about just popularity, but look, Demon Slayer is one of the most popular animes of all time. It came in 4th place. So I don't even know what Bocchi the Rock is.
I don't know what that is.
I don't even know what that is, and I watch anime. Like, what is that? But that's what I'm saying. So there are people like Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man was super popular, but was it bigger than Demon Slayer? No.
But it's also Demon Slayer of that year.
Yeah, no.
Swordsmith Village Arc wasn't one of the best. Was, in my opinion, wasn't one of the best seasons.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you just even off of popularity, there's still better shows than it. So what I'm saying is, but a lot of people don't want to give these stuff. So if you talk to anybody that watched Frieren, they'll tell you it was probably anime of the year. A lot of people will tell you it's anime of the year.
Yeah.
It didn't win. Why? Because the first couple episodes were slow. And people want to see action.
That's the part. Action. Keyword. Action. Like I said,
that's
anime.
Gratification.
No, that's genre.
Oh my God.
That's genre. This, at least in this country, is driven by an action or shonen level thing. So if you are a shonen, you already have a leg up. Then if you're a good shonen, then it's going to take you even higher. If you're not a shonen, you have a steep hill to climb to just get even. You see it all the time in other genres, in movies. In order to be in consideration for an award for a movie, for movie of the year or whatever the fuck they call it.
An Oscar?
An Oscar for Best Picture. Best Picture, that's it. For Best Picture, it's generally some movie none of us want to fucking see.
That's completely true.
Mm-hmm.
That is true. I don't think I've seen any of the most recent ones.
Exactly. But the movies that are popular, that appeal to us, got to be even better than just popular to pass that because there's a stigma that the best movies are going to be this. Their stigma is the best anime is going to be shonen. You have to be above and beyond that just to get into the picture. It's not because people want the instant gratification of it. It's because that's what the industry is driven by. Like, if it was just instant gratification, why isn't Marvel movies winning Oscars?
I'm not saying, I'm talking about just for the anime.
But it applies in that area as well.
Well, first of all, those are just okay movies with a lot of action. They're not like award-winning movies. But anyway.
But if it was just instant gratification and getting to the action, why aren't they up there?
First of all, because the movie community and the anime community are two different communities.
Oh yeah.
By far.
But they're still going to they're still going to have those type of prejudices where things are going to get preferential treatment.
But when you're talking about the anime community, you're not talking about the snooty snobs that go and review movies. You're talking about just
you're referring to the snooty snobs who think they know everything about anime. It's still a snooty snob.
No,
it's just
either. I'm talking about just your average anime watcher.
The average anime watcher is the minority.
No.
The average anime watcher is going to just watch shonen.
That's not true either.
I think it is. I think they could have shown them.
The average anime watcher in America might only watch shonen.
I can only
the average American might only watch.
I can only speak to America.
Well, I mean,
that's
a lot more women are watching anime, so I don't know, and they already outnumber men. So
the ones that I'm coming across are watching shonen.
The women,
yes,
not the ones I've come across. They're watching those freaking shoujo or
most of them. The ones I'm coming across, they're watching One Piece, they're watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, they're watching shonens.
I mean, and now,
so that's what I mean. If what's pushed in front of you, which in America was pushed in front of us, is primarily shonen, of course that's going to get preferential treatment. That doesn't mean people want instant gratification. It's just what's put in front of you.
Yeah, but people still want instant gratification.
But I'm still saying it's the loud minority that's driving that. Yes, I'm not arguing with you that people don't want instant gratification. My argument is it's not the majority. It's the loud minority.
No, I think in America it's the majority.
It's the loud minority.
All right, we're done with this topic. This has been 50 minutes. Y'all argued about this for 50 minutes. That was a good take, though. Because you said you're going to be running in circles. Literally.
It's a loud minority.
It's minority everything.
That group I hate, that EJO, whatever.
I think that's gone. I think they made another one.
They have like 300,000 members.
Oh, yeah.
How many black people are in America?
Well, people have like how many?
Like
I know, but I'm just saying
12% or something like that.
Yeah, so I'm just saying. So
I mean, there's still millions,
and those are the people that would complain. That's a majority if we're talking Americans.
A loud minority.
That's a majority.
That's a loud minority. They're not even the majority of the people in this country.
No, I just said just the black Americans.
So they're
talking about black Americans.
But what I'm saying, it's the minority. It's a subgroup of a subgroup of a subgroup.
All right, so
think about it. Black people's a subgroup of the American population. So that's already 12% or whatever it is. Then you got
13,
whatever. Then you got the subgroup of that is black people who like anime. That's another subgroup. Then you got the subgroup on top of that of the people that's in this group. Then you got the subgroup of that who are making these comments. That's a subgroup of a subgroup of a subgroup.
Lots of subs.
It's a loud minority.
You could even go to look at all
that minority.
So this was about anime hot takes, right?
Yeah.
We've all seen the hot takes online. Everybody posting.
Yeah.
It's always something to this extent. People are complaining, oh, this show takes too long. This show's too it's too this, it's too that, or the show's too long. I don't want to watch it.
Like, I just saw someone say Yu Yu Hakusho was terrible. I don't pay attention to these fucking hot takes.
You know what? I seen that person too, and I was like, yeah, somebody. It was a girl.
Was it on the band page?
I saw it on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I think I seen it on TikTok.
I didn't. Yeah.
As soon as I seen it, I just scrolled. I was like, next.
I think it was a guy.
Jess doesn't like it. She doesn't like Yu Yu Hakusho.
Who, Jazz?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine, but did she say that it was the worst anime ever? Like that
No,
girl
people
did?
are just
Yeah.
stupid.
Like there's 8 billion. There's 8 billion people on the planet, so obviously
it's not going to appeal to everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
so
which is why I remember a while ago I said I was like, a lot of y'all don't even watch enough anime to say it's bad. Like, well, but all right. Well, that was a good argument.
like, 50 minutes.
Tim's just sitting there like
50 minutes. I said my point 50 minutes ago. Y'all just kept going. Hey, that's what it's about.
Hey,
that's what it's about.
The wrestling comparison game.
That's what it's about.
Okay, wrestling comparison game. Just like last week, make a sound or speak up when you hear a better overall wrestler, not just in ring, everything, total package.
The complete package. Okay.
Than Shawn Michaels.
Ooh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I always put these in an ascending order because I don't want to just go with the first one.
Why you start off with such bangers?
Yeah, right.
Because I don't want it to be one where you don't think where the very first person I mentioned, you're like, yeah, that's better. This person's better. I want someone where there will be some kind of debate, possibly. That's why I'm picking major names and stuff. So, The Miz. Like I said, I'm going in an ascending order with people I don't think would be spoken up with.
Mm-hmm.
Sting. Bryan Danielson. Kenny Omega. Samoa Joe. AJ Styles. The Rock.
All right, I'm gonna speak up now. I was struggling on those last couple ones. I'm like, jeez, I gotta. AJ Styles is. I don't know. Shawn Michaels was that dude, man.
So, but you're speaking up on The Rock?
Yeah, I had Shawn Michaels at 3. I had The Rock at 1.
I had HBK at 5 and Rock at 6. So I'm still sticking with HBK.
So you feel The Rock is better than Shawn Michaels overall? I feel he's more entertaining.
Yeah.
But I don't think
I don't think he's a better in-ring competitor, but
he's not a better.
But The Rock has had amazing matches.
Oh yeah,
also.
absolutely.
Yeah, he's had very good matches.
If you talking about the complete package, yeah, I wanted to be The Rock. I wanted to talk like him, to his swag, everything. So yeah, I'm going.
So Sean, Tim, you're still
HBK. Yeah.
Okay, and I got 2 more left. Kurt Angle.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're not going to speak up on Kurt.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Kurt was really that dude.
Kurt
was really that dude.
We did our list. Kurt was my 1.
Yeah.
Kurt was my number 1.
And I messed up and left Kurt off my list and had to redo that. So
and my last one was Ric Flair.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
See,
sorry,
only reason I wouldn't have put.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rock was my 2. Flair was my 1.
I wouldn't have put Ric Flair over Shawn Michaels only because, as far as in-ring goes, his best work was before I was born.
Okay, I'm about to say Flair was holding hour-long matches every night.
Before I was born.
Yeah.
Or when I was too young to watch.
Hey, there's YouTube.
One or the other.
There is YouTube now. But
yeah, but I can only speak of what I watched up at that point in time. Ric Flair's best in-ring work was before I was born. His character work after was fantastic.
I think we should each start doing one of these.
Huh?
I think we should each start doing one of these.
I'd be fine with that.
The comparison. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'd be fine with that.
Make it hard.
But yeah.
What was after that?
Are there recommendations?
Who went first last time? You did, right? last
Yeah, I think I did.
episode?
I did, yeah.
I'll go first. I got a recommendation for an anime. It's called The Osan Newbie Adventurer. That's a new anime I started. I don't know if it's new as far as just released, but it's new. Like, I just started watching it. The Osan Newbie Adventurer. It's about a guy. Apparently, in this world, adventurers usually start their thing around 12 to 14. This guy decided to start at 32, where and all types of hijinks go because he ends up being trained by super top tier adventurers. So he thinks he's weak as shit because they're so fucking strong.
The Osan newbie adventurer trained to death by the most powerful party becomes invincible. Okay, so every season an anime similar to this comes out.
Yeah.
So I didn't see this one specifically.
But I just found it hilarious because he's like, I'm so weak. And he like destroys this machine that's like supposed to test your strength. He's like, I guess it was broken. Like he keeps doubting himself because he doesn't realize he's strong as shit because he was trained by super strong people.
Similar to this one I watched, the healer that was banished from his party is in fact the strongest. Yeah, that, or there's a bunch of them. I can go through my playlist and show, like, they're all kind of like that same trope, and usually they're actually really good.
I think I watched like 5 or 6 episodes so far. It was amusing.
I can't remember the one with the dude Lloyd.
Spy Family.
No, it was like the most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan. That's what's dope. No, his name. What was Lloyd in? It was like when someone raised in the final dungeon comes to a starter town or something like that, and it's kind of like that, to where Lloyd doesn't understand how strong he is, and it's actually really good too. It's not. Let me see. Added it to
supposed kid from the last Dungeon Boonies moved to a starter town.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that one. He was the same way. Like he thinks he's weak because he's from the last dungeon, but he's just ridiculously stronger than everyone. But he doesn't realize it.
Lloyd Stewart Belladonna.
Yeah. Yeah, I watch a lot of animes like that, so I added it to my list. So.
Well, yeah, that was mine.
I'm gonna watch Yuri on Ice.
Are you?
Yeah, why not?
You should watch Mashal.
That's amusing. I like Mashal. Cream puffs.
Cream puffs.
He loves cream puffs.
Cream puffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Yuri on Ice a try.
You want to
watch something out of your comfort zone for once?
No, I'm cool.
What? Watch something out of your comfort
zone. I did that when I watched Haikyuu. I
know that now. It's one of your favorite animes.
Haikyuu is incredible.
It's a fantastic anime.
I want to watch Ice Skaters.
But you like Blades of Glory?
Great movie. I'm escape the one song only.
No, Lord.
Anyway, you want to go to?
That was it.
What?
Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on Ice.
Oh, Yuri on Ice.
Yeah.
Okay. This is for my I guess book readers out there. Or even Malik looking for a new audiobook. I would assume they have it on audiobook. But if you like Game of Thrones and that kind of style, I suggest you read The Rage of Dragons and the Fire of Vengeance by Evan Winter. Rage of Dragons is book 1, Fire of Vengeance is book 2. Phenomenal books, and unlike George R.R., I'm sure he'll actually finish them.
You said Rage of Dragon?
Yes, Rage of Dragons. And the book itself is phenomenal. The character, you see his growth from book 1 to book 2, and just like the hardships he goes through and what he, has to overcome. And I think it was probably it was definitely the best book I read last year. I read both of them last year. So that's definitely my it's on the line of Game of Thrones. It's not as like it has one main character. It's not like Game of Thrones to where it's like from a bunch of different perspectives.
Yeah, right.
But and the dragons, they don't really like play a huge role in the story until like a little bit later. Not to give anything away, but it's dope. It's an amazing read. So that's my recommendation.
Okay.
So
I don't have any credits right now because I just bought a few audiobooks the other day. But when I get my next credit, I'll look into that.
Okay. Yeah. Trash takes?
Yeah.
I'll go first. It's just funny because we just had this argument for an hour. But my trash take is for the anime community, the gaming community, the nerd community, all of you. Y'all people who hate everything are so fucking weird. Like, and what I'm saying is the people who go out of their way to keep consuming everything that they claim to hate.
Oh, I'm a big proponent of, if you don't like it, stop fucking doing it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're so weird. And if I don't like anything, I don't go out of my way to like review bomb it beforehand just because I think I won't like it. So the big thing was Ironheart.
Right.
I still need to watch that.
I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Okay. We're going to talk about that next episode anyway. So
people were review bombing it before it even came out. Just, oh man, I hate this, and oh, I watched the first episode but I hated it. Like, you planned on hating it before you ever watched it. You're a weird person.
Mm-hmm.
You are a weird person, and that's for anybody. I ain't gonna say no names, but I could think of someone I'm not friends with him on Facebook because I got tired of his posts. But someone I think we may all be friends with, or at least Tim is, who he goes and sees Marvel movies the first day they come out just to hate on them.
Yep.
Just to hate on them. It's so weird. I even made a post a little while ago, like before a movie came out, and I was like, bro, we already know you hate the movie. We don't need to hear about it.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's some weird shit. You're a weird person if you do stuff like that. Like, I don't know. I don't understand wanting to hate everything. I don't understand that mindset. Like, if I don't hate something, I just won't, or if I don't like something, I just won't watch it.
Yeah, it's kind of like how he said, like, about a certain pro player who keeps complaining about the game. If you hate the game that much, don't play it.
Don't play it.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
Like there's a pro player, he plays Street Fighter 4 heavy. He was a big MVC2 guy, but every now and then, every time the season for Street Fighter 6 comes up, he complains about it, but he doesn't even play the game. But he always talks about it. I'm like, if you don't play the game, and you still play Street Fighter 4, which is fine, then why are you complaining about 6?
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah. Or the same weirdo that I'm talking about before that goes and sees the Marvel movie was one of the weirdos who was like, I'm done watching the NFL. And then complained about it every single week.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, you said you were done watching it. Why are you complaining about it every single week? Like, you're a weird person.
Yeah.
And I've been seeing a lot of that lately. Like, whether it be anime, whether it's Marvel, whether it's anything, just people just, oh man, this is stupid and I don't like it. And it's like, just don't watch it.
Just don't watch it.
Just don't watch. Nobody's forcing you to do anything.
Attention, clicks. That's what they want to do it for. Yeah, absolutely. It's stupid. No, I agree with you.
Yeah, but I mean, even like, I can understand the clicks for the weird people on like TikTok and stuff.
Right.
Like, okay, I got to make a video of it to try to get, views. I get that. I'm talking about, and that's weird to me too, but I can understand it a little bit more. Try to make your money, whatever. I'm talking about the weirdos on Facebook that has to be on every. Well, I didn't like it. Well, I don't care because I didn't like it. Why do you have to say that to 700 different people? Why are you commenting 700 times on a post about something you didn't like?
Right.
You're a weird person. Like,
yeah,
loud minority.
No. No. Yeah, like all the people. You see all the. We won't say what political party, but we all know. Review bombing Ironheart. Oh my god, I don't like it. It's stupid. She's not Tony Stark. She's not trying to be Tony Stark.
Did you hear that they were review bombing the Superman movie too?
Oh yeah. So, but there was a dude. He was like, "Oh well, you guys just don't understand. I'm a huge Iron Man fan." I said, "So am I." He's like, "I've been an Iron Man fan all my life." So have I. I was like, I still gave Ironheart a chance.
Yeah, like
and I was like, here's what he said. Oh, no, I don't think you're a big Iron Man fan as me. I said, I got the arc reactor tattooed on me.
You know,
I was like, I have an arc reactor tattoo on my shoulder. And did that mean I had to go and hate Riri? No.
You know, like, I agree. Like we talked about this in the past. Not every comic book character needs a movie, but obviously they wanted to go this route for obviously there's a reason for it. You know,
but I mean, if they're moving forward with the universe, you have to bring in new characters.
Exactly. So, you know, and yes, there are plenty of other Marvel characters, you know, that they're going to do, but you know, but obviously, like, I don't like this series run that that Marvel's doing with all these shows, but I'd rather have them be movies. But hey, they're going this direction. So and the thing is, you can complain about it, but you still want to watch it. You know what I mean? You have to watch it because obviously
it's so stupid.
We know obviously because like now they're starting to build something up, so something's going to happen eventually. So you're going to have to watch it anyway.
Yeah. So like for me, I'm on the record. I didn't like Dragon Ball Super. Thought it was terrible. They're like, oh, well, when the next part comes out, you're going to watch. No, I'm not. Because I don't care anymore. So will I watch it? No.
Yeah, I didn't watch Daima.
I'm not going to get on there and complain to everyone. I'm like, I did watch that, though.
You did?
Yeah. Well, I started it. But I'm like, I didn't get on there and just be like, oh, you shouldn't watch this because I don't like it. I'm just not going to watch it. It's that simple. Like, when I see Dragon Ball Super and it continues, I'm just going to be like, okay, cool. And move on with my life.
Right.
So, but that's my trash take.
Tim, you have one?
Yeah, I got one. Okay. So when they were a tag team, they was a little before our time, but the stable I think is very overhyped, which is the Hart Foundation.
You think the Hart Foundation's overrated?
Yeah, a little bit. Like as far as the tag team go, they were a little before our time, you know what I mean, doing like the 80s and stuff like that, but I think the stable was a little overrated. And I think obviously because of the death that happened to Pillman.
Bulldog.
I think Pillman was first.
Oh yeah.
But then I think it's a little overhyped.
I honestly will disagree.
How?
Not that I don't think that's overhyped. I don't think they're hyped at all.
People talk about them all the time still. I would see
usually most of the time when I hear people talk about the Hart Foundation, they talk about Brett and Jim.
Yeah.
The tag team, not the stable.
I see more pictures of people talk about the stable than I do the tag team.
I don't really see anyone talk about the stable. Now, the family, I heard a lot of people talk about the whole family.
Right.
But the wrestling stable, I hear close to nothing about the wrestling stable.
Okay. I always see people talk about them online, or they always show the pictures like they're all gone now. I mean, they're just,
yeah.
I've heard about it, but I'm likely to agree with Tim because I think Bret Hart's overrated.
I don't think Bret's overrated. We talked about that in advance, but I
think he's a great wrestler.
Bitter.
I think he could be top 10. I do not think he's one like a lot of people think, which to me means he's.
We only know one person that has him as number one, Rob, right?
I don't even know if Rob would put him at one.
I'm sure Rob loved
him at one.
But
if you were to list like top technical wrestlers, I could see people arguing him being number one. But overall,
No, I always thought he was bland.
Like I said, I liked Owen better, but we talked about that already. I liked
Mhm.
Owen better, but no, Brett. You know, if you have Brett in your top 10, I'm not going to be like, oh, you're a 4 or anything like that. I have no problem with people having Brett
No,
at
I
their
said I
top
think
10.
he's
But
top 10.
I know what you're saying. But like, I don't have him at number 1.
Yeah, I don't have
But
that either.
But obviously, you know, back then, you know, who didn't want the glasses from Brett?
Me.
You know what I mean? Well, of course you, but like, you know, so but you know, as we learned as we got older, all the face guys back then were a-holes, and all the heels were actually the good people.
You talking about? From what I understand, Brett's a good guy.
Well, what's wrong with Brett?
Wasn't he? Little Hogan was trash. We know that, but wasn't Brett like real bitter, like towards the end of his WWE career and all that stuff?
Man killed his brother.
No, whoa, before he left, like that.
No, the only thing that pissed him off is
The Montreal Screwjob.
Oh, the screw job,
they gave him a contract,
right?
and then they wanted to change it, and he was like, "Well, no,
Oh, okay,
you wanted to give me this money, and I want my money."
that's fair. Okay, that's fair.
And he said he was fine with dropping the title.
He
but
just didn't
said,
want to do it
"Can I
in
not do
Montreal.
it in Montreal, yeah. He was like, "Can we do it
The
next
very
night
next night
on Raw?"
We're like in America when it was back in the States, or
Yeah, I think so. And,
Yeah.
and Vince,
okay.
Vince said
And-
yes,
yeah.
and then they did the screw
They
job.
did the screw job afterwards.
So-
Okay.
I'd have been bitter too. The only things I know he's really bitter about was Hogan and Goldberg, because he feels Goldberg purposely injured him and ended his career.
Well,
because
honestly,
Goldberg was
I'm
unsafe.
okay with him being upset at both of them.
Yeah.
Well,
So like
yeah.
from all points I understand it, Brett is a pretty
Oh,
good
okay.
guy.
Maybe I was wrong. All right.
It was Hogan.
Yeah,
Is a
I've
piece
never
of
heard.
shit.
I've never
We
heard
know
anything
that.
bad about.
I never
Brett.
heard
I thought there was
anything bad about
a couple
Brett.
of faces that were horrible though. Like I for some reason I can't think of on the top of my head right now. for
Oh,
some
Warrior
reason.
was.
Well, he was. Yeah, that was another one.
And Hogan, of course.
Hogan, Warrior, HBK. Well, he was more heel in the '90s, though. But every day they said HBK was terrible.
He was a dick,
back then.
but he was
Um,
also like coked up.
Because wasn't Bob Holly an asshole too?
Oh yeah, Bob Holly was always an asshole.
Hardcore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
He always seemed like he would be.
Yeah, JBL.
Yeah. Him and JBL were considered big bullies backstage.
Wow.
But I think they said like JBL was worse than
Yeah.
Holly. Bob Holly, they said he was just kind of like a
JBL,
he was the guy that would punish you if you stepped out of line. type
JBL
guy.
bullied someone, and I was like, yeah, we needed that. But I can't remember who it was.
JBL bullied a bunch of people. If you're talking, the most notorious thing was the Blue Meanie
No,
when he beat up the Blue Meanie in that little ECW brawl.
Yeah, and Stevie Richards.
And
cracked him with
then
that
later,
shit.
Stevie Richards cracked the shit out of him with a chair. It's payback.
Mhm.
Right. No, it wasn't Blue Meanie. I can't remember who it was.
Steve Blackman was just talking about, he was on Chris Van Veet's podcast where he talked about he beat up JBL in the airport.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I was gonna say, I hope he didn't mess with Steve Blackman. Like,
Yeah, he was messing with Steve Blackman, so Steve Blackman beat him up.
yeah, you
in the
deserve that.
Speaking of which, did you know Steve Blackman was fucking huge, but got sick for like 5 years and and lost a lot of weight?
No, I didn't know that.
Like, yeah, he was ridiculously huge.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you deserve whatever happens when you mess with somebody like Steve Blackman. Holy crap!
Like, look at that.
He was like Mason Ryan.
Yeah, he was fucking huge. He got sick. What's funny is because on Chris Van Veet's podcast, he was talking about how he had signed a contract with the WWE in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
But right before he signed it, he was like, hey, I agreed to do a show in Africa. I'm like, okay, go do that, then come back and you'll start once you get back. He got malaria and dysentery while he was in Africa.
It was on the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, like it's an Oregon Trail. That's the only time I ever heard of dysentery.
Right.
But
Was he drink some bad water in that motherfucker?
I don't know
Is
what
that
the
where dysentery
hell
comes from?
happened, but he said he lost 30 pounds in like 6 days.
Holy shit.
And then he said he was terrible for like He said he was terrible for like 2 or 3 years, and then it took him another couple years just to feel good again.
Wow.
And then that's when he came back like this.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
how I
WWE.
remember. That's how I remember him. Yeah.
Right, when he was the weapon.
The lethal weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm like, dude, he was fucking huge.
And that's the look Vince would have wanted back then too.
Yep.
The 80s, so that he had the look. But yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, he shared a story where he beat up
JBL.
in the airport. Vince got mad at him, and he's like, the only reason it didn't blow up as bad as it did is because that happened the same time, right after they had their little fight. And Dad. I think he was like that. We were traveling to that show.
So he beat him. What was that 96?
Yeah.
No, 99. I think it was
99.
99. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah. Because I was in 4th grade.
That was my take, though.
Yeah. Oh, let me pull up mine. Let's see which one I got here. Okay. Let's see. Despite all the praise that Triple H has got, and he actually deserves, as far as running WWE, there's a large number of wrestlers he's fumbled.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Bate,
Yeah.
Pete Dunne.
Yes. They named me Butch for a while. That was terrible.
That's just a couple. But then Andrade, Aleister Black, and Miro have all come back from AEW. He's done pretty much nothing with any of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you're right.
Like, and I'm sorry, Andrade and Aleister Black are stars. Miro is a borderline one.
I might be putting Carmelo Hayes in that.
Carmelo's he's fastly approaching that spot as well, because he is incredibly talented.
He absolutely is. Absolutely is. Yeah, no, I don't think there's any argument there.
Yeah.
There's no, like, yeah. Because the only person who's really, like, making out is, like, Cody. Everyone else was, like, already, like, where they are.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, Jay won the title, but then look how he won it.
Right.
And then he lost it right back to Gunther. Which is pointless. Yeah, there's really no argument there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I got.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
All right.
Yeah, that's it.
Everyone, thank you for listening.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Everyone, y'all have a good day.
deuces.
Peace.